It is.
Our particular group has done a pretty good job in raising some funds for the Gillette Children's Hospital in Minnesota. Yeah, I know we're in Wisconsin, but you know, there are
accommodating.
That's our hospital, so big deal. So you know, we still have donations going on. Click on the link. Click on the link below. The Extra Life, the Extra Life link below. You can donate there. Any contribution is good. All for the kids.
All for the kids.
All for the kids. The kids.
This. And then
one of the very few times I'll ever say for the
children.
Yes.
How do we reach these keys?
How do I reach these keys?
I wish I had more energy.
Yeah. So just one other thing, quick. Before we get too far into things, we want to introduce a special guest. And if you've been listening this entire time, you don't really need to worry too much about introductions. But it's our good buddy Jelani over with Pop Samurai and the Pop Samurai crew, which I'm guessing is trying to, I don't know, murder a jeep of some sort.
Have you guys ever heard of the band I Wrestled a Bear Once?
Well, I kind of want to have Jelani, you know, get a word in edgewise. So, how's it going, man?
A word in edgewise.
Oh, all right. I guess that was everything then. So,
there it is.
Yeah. So, in lieu of not wanting to waste too much more time because we were supposed to start about 20 minutes ago, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Everybody's got their sheets. Everybody's good to go.
Is it okay that I don't have a name?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna refer to you by your guys' names anyway. So.
Cool.
Nicknames as close as possible.
Grumblington the Paladin.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Grumbledore.
No, Grumbledore's a wizard name.
Yeah, it's still Grumbledore. It's easier for me to remember.
So what am I? Sam or Free Sam?
You're Free Sam.
Awesome. That's
yeah,
it.
you're Free Sam.
Free Sam.
All right,
Bat
so
Sam. You're the Bat Sam.
So
Bat Sam.
dialing it in.
Yay.
Dialing it in. You guys have
No, it doesn't play the
been tasked by the innkeeper of the Yawning Portal, a tavern best known for the telling of tall tales and such.
Is she attractive?
What?
The innkeeper.
The innkeeper is a gentleman.
Oh, can I roll to seduce him?
By the name of Durnan, and no, you cannot.
If you're just joining us, we
are
playing
as this man,
Tomb of Horrors
as this man has listened to you
unless
all
you're catching
talk
this
about
on the
tall tales,
broadcast.
and
it was more
knows,
long
and,
tail than
fair
tall
question,
tail.
really.
And knows of a
I'm
particular
Chase Spirit, and I will be providing
location
live
that would
commentary
interest the five of you.
on this D&D game.
Disneyland?
8. There's 8 of us.
There's
Bit of
five.
Bit of a false start. I forgot that my
There's only
microphone
five.
was on mute.
Yeah.
Jelani, are you lonely?
Dan the Masked
He's with
Gamer
us.
as our
Yeah,
GM.
sure. What are you talking about? He's with us.
Good.
Free Sam is our
Yes, we're
bard.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have two
It
guys.
is just gonna be you with us, right, Jelani? Nobody else from Pop
That's
Samurai?
right.
What?
That's right, guys.
Okay. All right. Cool. No, I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, we're cool. There's five.
Jelani from Pop
Awesome.
Samurai.
All right. So we'll go
Being
around
the
quick.
rock star that he is.
Ignore all the death and murder behind me.
Yeah. No.
What doesn't murder?
I
You didn't
mean,
hear the
Exactly.
screams earlier.
there's just the death and murder in this game, and that's really what we're focusing on today. So, you know,
That's all that matters.
that's that. You know what? You're right. That is exactly
so
what
bad
matters.
at this.
So,
I don't.
So Durnan has tasked your particular group to explore a crypt of sorts that's kind of in the Crags area, just about a half day's travel from town.
Resurrection and healing.
There's rumor of riches and power and all kinds of evil, spooky stuff kind of contained within this crypt.
Too spoopy.
Too spoopy. Yes, entirely too spoopy. And basically, your goal is to acquire as much as possible and to get out without, being maimed too much.
Maimed or named? Because it's my name day.
Like, I don't have a name, so...
No, it's Free Sam.
I don't... Okay.
It's Free Sam. Shut up, Shredder.
According to my character name, there's
All right,
nothing
so
there.
you guys have decided. You know what? We got nothing better to do. Let's go ahead and speluncle this.
Sounds like, let's go in this spooky tomb.
You guys have decided to travel to this spooky Crags area. Yes.
Who's going for those guys?
We're gonna travel here. Let's go, guys.
Perfect. So the 5 of you have traveled for about a half a day
Somebody been kidnapped here?
through the hills and into the Crags area. It's not quite mountains, not quite big enough to be mountains.
those of you
But
just
eventually
joining
you
us,
come
we were
across
playing
the entryway
Tool of
of 3
Horrors.
different, entrances to what looks like a massive monolith of a crypt. There are 3 entryways. You guys are all coming in from the north. As you can see on the map there, and for our friends at home, you can actually see where they kind of end up being. I'll kind of pull out this map here a bit just to kind of see how big this is.
And
So
for
you
those of
guys
you
are
playing at home,
about here, arriving kind of more in the middle.
if you've
You
played
see
through this
entryways
before,
off to the left, directly
you
in front
will
of you, and off
remember
to the right.
the 2 of these entries
So-
are
all
we
of
have to
that
ask
dark
ourselves
stuff,
is-
all of the dark black area, that's...
Well,
of
guys,
course.
That is all death.
I think
Andy has
I
started
think
them off
we
in
should
front
go
of the
through
correct
the
entrance. I think
leftmost
he just
door
wanted to get
because
them
everybody
in
knows
to the
passing
action
it
as
the
fast
right
as
way
possible.
is the wrong way.
Yeah, and if you go straight through the center, that's what they're set up for.
Yeah,
so,
pissed on that. Let's definitely flank.
let's go to the left.
All right, so you're gonna go to the one to the left.
Oh, good.
My roguey suspicions tell us that we shouldn't.
Everybody brought their shotguns, right?
Well,
I
not
certainly did
imagine-
not.
The map is going to get slightly distorted. I'm sorry. I tried to select everybody and it didn't work.
I have my Macromed, or however you pronounce that.
Yeah, you're
Professionals,
cool
everyone. We
music
are
instrument.
professionals at this. So I'll just move you guys over then. Is there a particular order you guys want to move in as far as this goes?
You should
Probably me and Rob first.
Yeah, you first, me behind you, because I can reach over your shoulder with my bitchy
Well,
pole arm.
just so you know, the entryway is 20 feet wide.
Oh.
So you guys can actually all get in with,
I should
with
be.
some
Should
ease.
I be able to use my divine sense and then see if there's evil near me?
You have like an overwhelming, basically, being able to detect evil is sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an inert ability. It's kind of just like you get the willies.
So
you
should
have like
200
you've had the
hit points,
willies
not
since
180,
like
because
you've
you
been
get,
within 5
20
minutes of this
times
script.
8.
Oh, great.
20
Perfect.
times 8 is
There's
going to
lots
be
of evil here
160. And then your constitution
Good thing I
bonus
have
is
the
plus
ability
2.
with
The
animals.
plus
Okay.
2 times 20
So-
is going to be.
So you guys are able to
2
look
times
into
20 is
this
40,
first portion
so 40
here.
plus 160 is 200.
Let me go ahead and get that adjusted.
That's different math than what Andy used, but
Here we go.
all right.
I'll gladly
He said,
take
This false
you said
entrance,
we're
of
doing
course.
max hit points to start with, right?
Yeah, max hit points.
Yeah. So your
This false
constitution, you always
entrance,
get
of course,
your D8 plus
So
your
this is what you
constitution
guys are
bonus per
able to
level.
see now.
Cobwebs that
So
have to
you
be
get
burned
10
away.
hit points
The
per
corridor
level,
before you,
20 levels, 200
guys.
hit points.
Yes, the corridor before you is made of plain stone, roughly worked, and is dark and full of cobwebs. The ceiling overhead is obscured by hanging strands of webbing. It's
This is
about
a
20
DC
feet. It's
10
about 20 feet
investigation
wide,
to
20 feet
realize
tall.
that this
inside
the
this,
ceiling will
to the
collapse
crypt.
on them if they try to open those
you do
doors.
see that
at
there
the
are
end of
2
the tunnel.
doors at the very end of the hallway,
Let's see how many
leading
people we
into-
can get.
leading into this crypt. Are you guys going to be going in?
into
Can
the
I-
crypt or into
Can I
one of the
use a
doors.
spell right now?
Huh?
Can I use a spell right now?
If you'd like.
Yeah, I would like to use a spell.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, question. So, which one of these characters is me?
Yo.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That is a good question.
Is it?
Okay.
question.
So.
Well, I'm obviously the attractive one.
I gotta grab it on my end. Hang on. 1 second. Okay, so this one. I'm trying to grab it. Hang on. Alright, so this one here, the one that's moving to the right, that one's you.
That one's July.
That
Is
one's
that
you.
an
Yep.
axe? What is
It's
that?
It's a sword.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know. I grabbed figures that looked like they would work. I had to. Dylan, you're the one in the back.
The
Or
green
Brad,
thing?
you're the one in the back.
The green blob?
I had to highlight it because.
Broccoli?
Well, hold on. Because so if I hang on, if I take out the highlight. Nope, that just made it worse. that did the opposite of what I wanted it to do. Here we go. So if I take out the highlight, he actually just kind of blends in.
Well, I mean, I am a rogue, so
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I don't expect for stealth.
right. So that's why you kind of have like that's why you're kind of yellow right now,
Okay.
just so I can kind of see you. Tritus, you're the one in
DM is
red.
cheating,
Grumbledore,
damn it.
you're the one in blue.
All right.
And you're the one in white.
That
Blue,
Freestyle.
da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
Yeah, the white kind of block.
The thing that looks like a
So
seashell.
are you guys? So you guys are moving. So you guys have entered into this this kind of entryway, correct?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright,
I
fun
wanna use
fact.
a spell.
This
Okay.
is
Okay. You can-
everybody's
What
first
spell would you
time
like to
playing
use?
D&D, with the noted
What are
exception
you gonna wish?
of
Hang
Rob.
on. Let me go ahead and I'll pull you guys in first, and then I'll go ahead and pull up the spell.
Okay.
Sam getting ready
Okay,
to cast the spell.
casting.
This place is covered in webs, right?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's like cobwebs. Like it doesn't seem like a lot of foot traffic comes through here, but based on the rumors that you've heard, that like more often than not, people can kind of not come back after coming through this way.
Oh.
You probably have a good idea of why that is.
Jelani, what's your class?
Hold up, you have wish.
Yes.
That's not a bard.
No, it's not. But she's lore, and she gets bardic secrets.
Oh, okay. No, that's good to know. I just wanted to double check.
Sam starting out early with
Alright,
a
I'll go ahead and
powerful
pull the
wish spell.
here.
Jelani,
Not
what's your
100% sure I would
class?
be
What
using
are-
this
what are
spell
you?
right now in this
My
particular
class is-
situation.
Okay.
However,
So what are you looking to wish for?
if she
I
uses
wish
it
to
properly,
disarm all traps throughout the entire dungeon.
Wish to disarm all traps.
smart.
Let me take a look here and see.
Let's
And
see
as she
how
says
the
that,
DM reacts.
I say, wow, that's really amazing.
In my script.
Unfortunately for her, all of the traps does
Disable
not
all
include.
traps.
Would only
Um,
include the pit traps. It would not include the spheres of annihilation
Yeah,
or
let me
the
go ahead and roll for that.
teleports.
Hang on.
Do I have to look at a certain like?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Any traps that you think might be applicable in this particular case would be disabled at this point.
Okay.
You get the feeling that is what is going on currently.
That's an interesting way to phrase that, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
There's gonna be some other things we probably gotta watch out for.
We're gonna die.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I look Princess in the face and I say, I believe that your wish may have or might have come true. And then I walk away.
What kind of unholy
Walk
shit
away.
is that?
Oh.
Jelani
All right, so
jumping
you got
in
these
with
two
some
doors in
awesome
front of you.
role playing right
I
off
should
the
probably inspect the doors, see if they're locked.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Go ahead and
that
make,
way,
go ahead and make an
and when you take a
investigation check.
rest, you get them.
Alright, well, what size die do I roll for that?
So you roll a d20.
Yep.
Rolling a d20.
Oh, by the way, we have a lot of new people playing this
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I am just that evil as a DM.
Rolled an 8.
These are
And I've
D20s,
got
so-
a...
bat. This is the
So
same
eight
scene
plus
as
your-
the
plus your
stable.
investigation.
No,
Investigation's a
I'm
plus
just
8, so I got a 16 on that.
A 16.
He makes it.
So a lot of times, most of the stuff you're gonna roll is one of those.
I mean, it looks like. I mean, the doors look like they're heavy, but they also look like they open outward. So they don't appear like that they're locked or anything like that. At least from just a visual inspection.
Wait.
Yeah.
No. Do I know? Well, I suppose Sam took care of the traps, so.
You could still check. I mean,
Yeah. It would be good to confirm.
I should double check. 'Cause I don't think I believe in magic.
You know, raising
so,
caution and shit.
You know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nobody burned away the
I
cobwebs,
think maybe our
so
bard's full of it because she's a bard.
they.
It's true.
I am
You never
very
know.
So,
charismatic.
while
yeah.
Red
Like,
did
do you,
make
do
a
you trust your
successful
own
check,
instincts, or do you trust your
failed
newfound
to
comrades?
perform the first action
I'll stick
in
with mine.
recognizing the unstable
Do I think
sailing.
the doors are trapped? With my 16?
Doors
Keep in
Well,
mind
that
it's
actually would be
not
that would be an
barbarians.
investigation check.
We do have two.
So you're doing
So I'd have to do a second investigation check.
So the first one was more of a visual.
Yeah.
To check see if it's trapped, you'd have to actually touch the door. Yeah.
Alright,
So
I'll
go ahead and make another
Well,
investigation check.
I just want you to know that
15 plus 8.
Yeah, you're fine. So as you kind of examine the door, you do see that you do see that it seems like if you pull on the door itself, that it looks like something could happen. Looks like there's a tripwire kind of behind it. Some kind of pulley.
Okay. This might be. This would be a good place for you to do. Like your prestidigitation, you might be able to move the door with that. Well, actually, you might not
Trip
be
the
able
trap?
to. Yeah, might be able to trip the trap. Can I hook the handle? You say it opens towards us, right?
It opens outward.
Okay. I want everybody to get behind me, like maybe at the entrance to the door. I've got a pole arm here with a. Oh, you know what's even better? You've got your rope.
Yeah.
We can tie your rope to the
Lasso
door,
it.
stand outside, and pull it open. That way,
Like a
if a
cowboy.
trap springs, we're not going to be in the room when the
Man,
trap
if we're doing it
springs.
that way, there'd
Rob,
better
our
be a
veteran
huge
player,
explosion.
showing
Well, I'm just
Classic
saying that's a
gaming
good way to
strategy
check it
here.
safely.
I do have an
The
awesome.
old
So what do you-
rope door
My
is
rope
for
was
elevators.
tiny.
Played
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something like this before.
So what are we doing now?
So what I'm suggesting is we
The
take
rope of climbing.
we take
Also
Sam's
used
rope
for
of climbing,
rappelling.
tie it to the door handle,
Yes.
and then we all,
Tie it
because
up.
it's like 300 feet long or 60 feet long. Yeah, it's 60 feet long.
Multi-purpose rope.
So we can all go outside the entryway we're in, so we're back out in front of it, and I'll pull on the rope to open the door
Okay.
and see if it springs a trap without us being in front of the door.
Okay, so just to be clear, you guys are now all moving out of this this entryway.
Yeah, that would be my suggestion if you guys are down
Or
with it.
away
I think
from
that would
it.
be smart.
Wait, are both
Oh,
doors?
stand
Do
alive.
both doors open at the same time, or are they like two separate doors?
They
or-
are two separate doors.
Yeah, but
Oh.
we're opening one to see
Which
if
one
it's
are we
So-
opening though?
So
I don't
just
Do
so
we
I'm,
have to
matters.
choose
just
which
so I'm
door?
understanding correctly, so Grumbledore and Free Sam, you guys are gonna tie it up and then beat feet out
before we pull it to open.
before
the
you
door.
pull it
Yes,
to open.
yes.
Right. Is anybody else leaving this entryway?
Oh, I am. I'm going to pleasantly watch that from
Yeah.
afar. I'm going to extend my aura
Okay.
of protection.
I'm just gonna
and that's it.
kind of put people places.
Can I,
Okay, there we
can I roll to eat popcorn?
I'm
What's
gonna
that?
pull it.
I think we'll
I'm
be
gonna-
Hey, wait, whoa, hang on.
Pull it real good.
Are you giving someone bardic inspiration to pull the door?
No, I'm simply performing.
Oh, okay. It's for the love of the craft. All right, so you go ahead and tie it.
Yeah.
My bard brother.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a strength check.
A strength check. All right.
Yep.
Oh, I
Jesus
did not
Christ.
pass that at all.
What the fuck was that?
That was me. I must have sneezed or
Hey
something.
Rob, I'm not taking you to any races or. The
Did you roll a 1?
I
He
did.
did his fat triple.
Rob
I
opened the
did.
door with a critical fail.
So, in what seems to be the simplest task that anybody could do with a rope and a door handle,
Pulling it, yeah.
you've decided you're holding
You
onto the
break my
rope,
rope.
and you decide that pushing the rope is actually the way that this is supposed to go.
Hey,
Hey, paladins aren't known for their intelligence, sir.
Hey, I have
Are you
15
though?
intelligence.
No.
What's up?
Holy boy.
No.
All right. Would anyone else like to pull? Sorry,
I
what?
will pull the rope.
Yeah, back up, paladin, please.
Back up, Paladin, will pull the rope.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Auxiliary take.
All right. So Travis, go ahead and make a strength check. Why are you rolling 2 dice?
Whatever.
He wants
Which one
better
you
than
wanna- You
two.
only have to roll one.
Oh, okay, I'll just roll one.
Well, then you take that roll.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, you take that roll. So what did you roll for that
8.
die? 8. Okay. Plus.
Plus my own strength modifier?
Yes. Plus your strength modifier.
Yeah, so 18. Right?
No, your strength modifier. Okay, your strength modifier would be +4.
Okay, so plus 4, so 12.
It's 12. Okay. And that's
Not
actually
doing that there.
that's actually kind of enough. You're able to
But
pull the door
We'll do
open.
the truth.
You
Would
do
you rather
hear
be a sloth or a platypus?
nothing else happens.
Nothing else.
You do hear an audible snap, but nothing else happens.
So, like, there's like a door unlatching or like something.
No, the tripwire.
So
snaps.
you hear the door creaking, and then you hear the snap of a wire.
Okay.
So
But then
Sam-
nothing comes of that.
So Sam's wish appears to have worked, but it didn't mechanically disable anything.
Okay.
Because we still got the click from the wire, but
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it, like, so it disables the
still not
lethality of the-
completely sold. But
Yeah.
So there might be like pit traps or something. So we'll have to keep our eye out. But
Yeah.
I don't
So
like-
taking a look, so as you look kind of looking inside there, it's fairly dim lighting, and being a human, you can't really tell what it looks like in the back there. Does anybody here, who here has low light or dark vision?
I do. I've got goggles at night.
You got goggles at night? Okay.
Yep.
Anybody else have dark vision in this group? Jelani, do you?
No, but I have
I'm sorry, say again?
Do you have dark vision?
Sam could just
I
cast
have
light
a
as a cantrip.
Light.
Yes, I do have dark vision.
Okay, yeah, do you want to cast light?
Yeah, I'll cast
Well,
light.
It's a cantrip, so.
Okay.
Well, someone's gonna
Do I
take
have
point
to-
eventually. Maybe just look. Well,
It's
I
either
can't.
Rob or me.
Well, yeah, go for the light, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Sam, as you cast light inside of here, you do actually see what looks to be in the back, and as you see this door open up, it's just solid wall.
So the door opened up and we don't see anything. Just a solid wall.
Just a solid wall.
Search
Sounds
for
like
any
Sam's
doors or
wish
anything?
did disable all the traps.
I suppose I could do that.
Okay. That would you would need to go back in, and this would be another investigation check.
Sounds good.
I'll move you back inside.
Drop the landmine.
Nat 20.
You nat 20'd it.
Oh.
All right. So as you kind of put your hands on the wall, you're kind of trying to feel around, see if there's anything. The wall seems fairly smooth. You have a good eye for what a secret door would look like, or kind of what the markings of it would be. Everything looks to be. I mean, it's a wall.
So I don't like push the wall over or anything.
No. As you push against the wall, it's a wall.
Well, that's-
it's in front of you. It's blocking your way.
Waste of a nat 20, but hey, at least we determined that there are possibly.
I mean, if you rolled a nat 1, there probably would have been some entertaining prospects from there.
You died, Don.
What?
Not that kind of entertaining.
I
but-
would have died stealthily.
Yeah.
Good. That's
All right.
Who
So,
would have noticed?
and
Alright, so should we see what's behind door number 2?
Let's go van door number 2.
okay. So when you say door number 2, you
Are
guys
we going back out or yeah?
Yeah, so you guys are back out.
Put us through the door that we
Yes.
opened and went through and checked things.
right. So now you guys.
So what do we
So
see from in
moving.
there?
Okay, so there was a brick wall. We can't do anything, so we have to go to the next.
Well, it
one.
wasn't. The brick wall is right in front of us. It doesn't. That could mean a turning hallway.
Oh, we didn't see if it turned. It wasn't just
Yeah.
shut off. I thought there was no passages.
No, and actually, so yeah. I mean, it's a solid wall.
Yeah,
So when
like-
you have the door opened up, it's just a solid wall.
Oh, so it's a fake door.
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially, it is a fake.
So let's.
But there were two doors.
There were
yeah,
two
so
doors.
where do we get over?
And as he was checking out that door, solid wall,
Yeah.
like corner to corner,
Yep.
solid wall, no
So
passages.
wait, so was like the door connected? So it was like a double door kind of thing? Is that what was happening, or was it like
So there, so they
literally
were
two
two.
separate
They
doors?
were literally two separate doors.
We had door number 1, door number 2. We went through what? Door number? Which door did you put us through? One or
Why
Uh,
didn't
so
we
you
try
guys-
the other door?
So you guys checked door number 1. You guys checked the door on the right.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong screen. Hang on. So you guys checked door. You guys checked the door on the right.
Sounds like they're
The
not
door
done
on the
with
left.
this room yet.
I mean, as you kind of skimmed over to that side, you could tell that this was also solid wall.
There is
So basically, both these doors
nothing.
are shit.
From
Else
what
in this
you
room.
rolled a nat 20, so yes,
Yeah.
there is nothing beyond those doors. It is just a solid wall.
Yep.
So we have to work our way back to one of the other two entrances. then.
Exactly.
But that's not necessarily a bad thing because we've kind of determined that it's there's a good possibility traps actually have been disarmed,
Yes.
and that could have really
So you
screwed us
have-
up just by going in that room.
Right. So you do have two other options now. You have basically the middle passage or the one on the right that you did.
All right, Jelani, you make the call.
Yeah, which
Rob
one?
once again showing those veteran D&D skills.
What door should we go through, bro?
Jelani?
Jelani, you're doing a terrible job as a bard. The paladin singing your song. Come on, pick a door.
Excuse me.
Make a perform check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Hear us?
Oh man, critical failure.
Okay.
You're dead.
There was like
that?
guys. Johnny, you there?
Jelani is
I
dropped.
I dropped off for like this section of it. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So they checked out the passage. Nothing's going on. They're gonna leave the exploration side to you. Do you want to go explore the middle passage or the one on the far right?
Okay, so they want me to explore either the middle one or the far right one, right?
Yeah. So basically,
I'll make sure everything's
choosing
good.
for the party, like which way they're indifferent. They want you to pick.
Oh, they want me to pick.
Yep.
Ooh.
You've
Okay,
got
let's see
the touch. You've got the power.
Where's Jelani gonna go?
I start talking to the group and I say, guys, I really appreciate you guys giving me this opportunity to really show my prowess and judgment taking, and you know, I'm out here for any
Shut the fuck up, nerd. Don't take it to heart.
I'm really here for love.
Jelani, Bark brother, pick a door.
I'm sorry.
Jelani trying to politic his way out of this situation.
Right, or that's far right.
Yeah, the far right one? Okay, I'll move you guys over there.
Feet to the
Jelani
fire,
as
we're
well,
going to the
go ahead
right
and take
door.
an inspiration die and add that to your, the section on the... Is there a section on that sheet that lets you add an inspiration die?
Nice.
Inspiration die
inspiration.
gives you
Yeah, so basically,
advantage
if
on
you're,
your next roll.
so basically for
or on a
inspiration,
roll you so
can
choose.
spend that inspiration to basically get a reroll on a check, like an attack, a saving throw, ability check, that kind of thing. All right, so as you guys come into this particular passage, I'm gonna go ahead and reveal this next.
Press is like life.
I'm just disappointed because it's not even, it wasn't even the homemade stuff. Yeah, they had some kind of malfunction in the process, and so.
All right.
it's just
The
done
corridor
as
before
usual.
you is made of plain stone, roughly worked and mortared with a 10-foot high ceiling. So still 20 feet wide, but now only 10 feet high. You do see, again, two separate doors at the very end of the corridor.
Well, there appears to be a turn too, right there in the.
And actually, as you kind of get closer to it, what you are you going to go in and take a look at it?
Yeah,
Zoom out
This is
a
another
little?
trap.
I
We're
think
going to
I-
see
I think I
which
should
was
investigate.
able
Yeah,
to
what's
Okay,
our
I
lighting
see.
situation here?
Huh?
The trap
lighting
here.
Yeah, what's our lighting
10
situation?
foot
The lighting
thick block
situation?
of stone
I mean,
emerges from the midpoint of the eastern
It'll be
wall
dimly
and
lit
begins
near
to
the very
slide into
back.
the
You still have sunlight that's coming in.
If you want to
effectively
go in,
separating the
who-
party from the
Jelani, how do you have
entrance.
your night vision?
My vision works as such.
Well, no, I mean, is it racial, or do you have an item that grants it, or what?
Yes, it's racial.
Oh, okay. Playing that card.
It's
I see.
you asked. What
Okay,
is this?
Dylan? I've got these gauntlets of night. They don't have to be attuned.
Mexican features that I can have.
Half of Mexican features.
Okay, if you want to borrow my goggles for a little bit to scout this area out, I can give you my dark vision goggles.
You're a halfling. You have
Oh,
dark vision, right?
I don't believe so.
no, halflings don't have dark vision. Man, we got a lot of halflings in this party.
Wait, how many halflings are there?
Two. So we just got a link.
Two bards,
Just
two
a-
halflings, two, yeah.
And a partridge in a pear. God damn it!
It's just a link.
All right. Anyway, moving on. So you're gonna go in to take a look at the kind of the interior.
I'm assuming I'm rolling for investigation again.
Yeah. I mean, I guess depending what are we looking at?
I'm scouting, so I'm looking for either traps or secrets, or traps or secrets.
Traps or secrets? Okay. Make a perception check.
It's a secret trap.
Perception check.
Depending on how Andy wants to play this could get really interesting really quickly.
14.
14.
Yeah.
I mean, everything seems to look fine. Like there looks to be just some kind of off to your left. You do see what looks like kind of a different coloring to the wall. Like just kind of looking ornate decoration. On the other side, the coloring is the same.
Oh, I'm not dead, so you guys can totally follow me in.
All right.
You're gonna die.
Everybody following in at that point.
Yeah,
I guess.
sounds good.
All right. Jelani, you too.
I think I was just outside.
All right.
Bring up the rear.
Moving
The
on.
real rear.
All right.
I gotta
So as
go.
you guys are in here, you still see these doors at the very far end of the hallway.
Front two
Are you guys gonna
characters
move
now
in
in line
closer
with
to
that
inspect
sliding
them?
block trap.
What's the
Can we
little
look
portal
around?
off to our left?
Can we look around? Is that possible?
Yeah. I mean, if now that you guys are in here, I'll have you all, with the exception of Red, I'll have you all make perception checks.
Perception.
Hey, Andy.
Yes.
Double checking real quick. We were
19.
making our characters to level 20.
Level 20. Yep.
So you roll the 20,
Okay,
and then you
alright,
add
I got it.
17
Also.
to it.
All right. Cool.
Okay, 15, 25.
25.
I got 19, 25.
25.
Bergie, roll a d20.
Bergie, who looks half asleep.
It's a 3, and I don't know.
What's your perception? What's your perception?
I don't actually know that.
Okay, so let's take a look
He
here.
didn't have it marked
Do you
off.
have proficiency? But
Okay.
Are you proficient in perception?
No.
Okay.
What's your
what is your
half
wisdom
asleep
modifier?
because he just
12.
woke up from a
No,
small
that's your
nap.
wisdom score. What's your
Wisdom-
modifier?
A 12
Oh, it's a plus
modifier
one.
is plus
Plus
1,
one.
yep. So
So you rolled a
4?
3.
that's 4.
Yeah.
Plus 1 is 4.
Yep.
Bergie, you see walls and ceilings.
Wait, mine isn't bad.
Wait. One ceiling. You rolled a 19.
19 and a 25.
Yeah, everything in here
Full
does
right
appear to be normal to your eye.
Normal.
On a 25, you do notice that where you kind of have this what looks to be kind of an intersection here. There is actually what looks to be a 10-foot wall that covers that span. It does look like that there seems to be like very thin cuts made into that wall. There are thin cuts on the other side as well that line up.
Aha!
What does that mean?
That means there's a trap here, or there was a trap.
It's a trap.
25, letting him know that there's a
It's a
trap
trap.
there.
Okay, but calm down, Macaulay Culkin.
We'll see how
All right, is anybody going to
Dan the
investigate
Masked
further?
Gamer
because
handles
you
this
guys
one.
are just kind of come in here, so you can now kind of see that there are these 2 doors off to the very far
Yeah,
back.
I'm not. Apparently, I took pepper spray before I came in here.
I
I
think
can't
I-
see anything.
Yeah, you didn't.
Except ceiling.
You ain't found shit.
You're supposed to have all of the characters roll initiative.
Best way I can
Since
describe
I
it.
haven't done that, I can only assume
Sorry, what?
he has allowed this trap to be deactivated.
When I run an investigation on the slits,
On the slits? Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check. Also, what was your perception score?
I did not roll perception. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go do the perception first, and
That
then.
was. Let's see. My perception for that was. I'm sorry.
See, the funny.
This early is not good.
No, that's okay. You know, the funny thing is, you could say that you've just been rolling nat 20s all night, and we
33.
33. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you
You
take
did
a
the
look,
same thing
I
you
mean, you
did
can
with the
make out that
perception,
these
which is the way to
slits in the
go,
wall,
'cause
they do appear to be they are
17.
very very thin, very fine, and
Would you say like dart sized or
not dart
I'm
size.
sorry,
Like
I'm sorry. I said 33.
yeah, you did say
I
33.
just, okay, so I look at the slits and I see that they're okay. Yep, they're slit size. That's what I saw.
Yeah, like basically there's about, I'd say maybe about like a 1/10 of an inch between this like portion of the wall and like the rest of the wall, between the 10 feet, these 2 slits.
Are they vertical,
Cool.
horizontal?
Vertical, going from floor to ceiling.
Okay. Fair
so
question.
blades could
I turn to the group and I say, "Yep, guys, those are
Or
slits."
the walls could slide.
They could slide or they could be traps, but
Yeah,
So
they'll
if we go
sound like
past
arrows,
it, what
slits.
like if we go past it, what if the wall closes on us and we're just stuck in there?
Well,
That's a good question.
The
Oh.
garbage trap.
Well, Sam,
should
that
send
is
our
a
idiot
good
paladin
question.
first.
In the first edition, disintegrate
I mean,
restores
you
stone
did roll a
flesh,
4.
transmute rock to
If you
mud,
want, you could
which
move
allow
in
players
further.
to
I rolled a 4. I'm not that dumb.
Make a wisdom check. Just make a wisdom check.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Ow.
I mean,
This is gonna go well.
this will be interesting.
17.
17. Okay. I mean, based on your observations, you can kind of tell that this place. I mean, obviously caution is the better way to go, but from what you've seen so far, doesn't seem to be awful.
What do you see?
Does anybody else see his copper?
Can I use deception to send
What he has
just
seen
around the corner in there to see what happens?
Oh, good God.
Sacrifice me.
This is great.
Oh, good.
so
For permission to kill my rogue.
Okay, here's the deal. If we want to move past this whole slit thing and continue on in the dungeon, which might be a decent idea, what we should have happen is have our rogue check for traps again.
Yeah,
I mean, because we're really suspicious of these things.
Okay, so before you make that roll, are you moving in further to get closer to the doors,
Well,
or are you staying put?
DM?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Jelani. What's up?
Hey God, it's Elphys right now. Can I take my iron pot that's inside my pack and slide it across the slit? Like, slide it, like, as in, like, just throw it down the hall to see if anything happens?
Oh, so you're gonna throw this pot down the hall?
Did you say, "Hey God"? Because if you're praying, I could help you with that.
Me too.
So if I'm understanding, are you gonna be like Canadian curling this pot across the floor, or are you just gonna throw
That
it?
is correct.
What?
Oh, I like that idea.
Not even mad,
I
I'm impressed.
approve.
I can't hear what he's
I'm
saying.
going to throw this pot. I'm gonna bowl, if this pot is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, like he's
Just
curling.
throw it
He's
on the
curling
wall.
it. Yes.
Throw it at the wall.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I wanted to like move past the slit to see if anything happens.
Sure.
Jelani
Um,
trying to get that trap to trigger.
I
Let's see
guess
how
make
it
a
works.
ranged attack for the end of the hallway.
Are there any rocks in this thing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought you said to make a ranged attack on the hallway.
yeah, they're in your characters.
Right. Yeah. Because you're throwing it further into the room, right?
Dan, the masked gamer,
I
with a
just-
wonderful
I'm
bit of
rolling it
acting
down the
right
hall.
here.
Oh, you're just gonna
Yes,
roll
I
it.
am.
Okay. Yeah. Never mind then. Yeah. If you're just rolling it. It rolls across. It rolls across, going past the slits. Nothing seems to activate at that point.
All right, you pansies. I'm just gonna.
Although, hang on. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Is it me?
Jelani.
Wait, for me?
Yes,
For me?
Jelani. Go ahead and make a strength
Oh,
check.
okay, alright. Strength check?
Strength
Okay.
check, yep.
Strength check.
So that would be-
Guys,
so-
not my best skill. Let's see here. Let's see. Ooh, that's not a crit fail.
So a 2 then?
That would be a 4.
A 4. Okay. You get it. I mean, you get a good push. You kind of get a good push out of it, but the pot goes about.
I strain myself pulling the pot out of my bag.
You get like a Charlie horse just from trying to reach in.
Okay. Here's the deal.
Oh my!
I'm
ready to do the investigation.
If you want to, because I'm just getting sick of standing here wondering what these slits are about. So if you can do.
I'm gonna.
Does anybody have any roadkill from the journey? Because-
No, but I'm thinking that I might just make a mad dash, and stop 10 feet shy of those two doors.
Behind the scenes footage will reveal to those of you watching and listening that I have had my hand on my forehead for most of this half hour.
And
That's where I've been a half an
yeah,
hour.
it's already 6. We gotta get moving, guys.
Yeah, we gotta keep moving.
All right,
You guys have
rolling for
explored.
investigation.
All right, you're examining the slits in the wall.
And to anybody who's
Are you
played
looking for
Dungeons
traps?
and Dragons
Are you-
before,
I'm looking
this
for
is
traps.
exactly
Immediate
how
area for
most
traps.
games
Immediate
go.
area, okay.
And other.
So we are not seeing anything new or different out of this group.
Nat 1.
God, look at this
Okay.
guy.
What the fuck is with you?
So,
We're gonna go to the track after this.
on an investigation, you do actually see that the stones kind of near the end of the hallway, they do appear to be loose. It's like tile, and it doesn't appear to be mortared down properly.
Like on the floor is what you're talking
Like you can lift the floor up.
Like almost like you could lift the floor up. Yeah, kind of
like-
that kind of
about.
appearance.
So you step on it and it kind of wiggles a little bit.
A bit, yeah.
Okay.
Like you can pick.
like you can rustle
there's
the
rocks
floors.
and you can pick
Like-
them
like
up.
Essentially,
And
you can
throw
rustle
them?
the floors jimmies.
Like so like old garbage cobblestone basically.
Well, so which one of my
Yes.
paladins was the
Never
strongest?
I'm
20.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I think Rob should pick up some of them stones and see what happens.
So it's like a literal tile.
Yeah, it's a tile.
Yeah. And I should be more
With my,
descriptive than that. So
prestidigitation
both of
work?
these cave entrances,
No.
the floor has been this kind of mosaic
Not
tile,
really.
like very like
That's more
it's
like
like
a
still sturdy.
mental thing.
Yeah. So like still sturdy, like solid ground, but
I couldn't.
painted.
Vicious mockery
Oh
toward
my
those tiles.
Yes.
So if I have ability score improvement, so I've reached 4th level, 8th level, 12th, 16th, and 19th, I should have divvied that out.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I should just add like a plus or whatever, right?
So for each one, you can do 2 stats. So 18 can go up to 20, or you can do 1 in one stat, 1 in another.
Yeah.
So you want to basically max out strength to 20, max out charisma to 20, and then maybe constitution if you really want to do con, and then or you can do feats.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal, guys. I want you to get away from these slits. Back off. I'm gonna go over, and I have faith in our bard who devised this devious plan.
So you're gonna move up with the rogue.
No, I'm gonna say everybody get away from the slits. And I'm going to go over and I'm going to push down that tile with the butt of my halberd so we can keep moving.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so as you kind of push down on the tile and move it, you do suddenly hear from behind you.
This is one of the
So I'm gonna have so you do hear rumbling and
So I was
the
right
sound
on
of
the wall
scraping
kind
stone.
of closing.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna have you guys,
That did
what I'm gonna
not
have
get,
all of you do, including you, Jelani,
nerfed.
is I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative.
or made easier
Sweet.
in the update from 1st edition
Where's
to
initiative?
5th edition.
You roll a d20 and then add
And
5
it
to
sounds like we are in initiative, so this
17
trap is
for me.
active.
Okay, so 17. Hang on, I'm gonna pull up a notepad.
This trap, if it goes off, will
I wanna do
strand
D20.
2 members of the
No,
party.
I'm good. I'm good.
Don't use this one. I've
How do I
rolled 2 ones.
tell initiative?
So your initiative is going to be your
It's
dex.
gonna be your dex.
So you roll your d20, add your dex
Oh, I am
bonus.
gonna
So
use
I have
this one.
14 dexterity. Well, how do I tell me?
That's going to be plus
Plus
2.
2.
Yep.
Plus 2, so-
Yep. So just put plus 2 as your initiative. And then roll a d20,
And then
add 2 to the result.
It's 5.
Okay, so 7.
No.
Okay.
It was 3, so it's total 5. I'm kind of slow. I can't see, and I'm kind of slow.
I got
Guys,
13.
guys.
Okay. All right.
Guys.
Okay. So Tredis, you got a 5. Free Sam
10.
10. Grumbledore
13.
13. Red
17.
17. Jelani.
What the heck?
July's like 1,000.
Hello?
Yes. What'd you get for your initiative?
Oh, I got 17.
17. Okay. All right. Who has
Jelani
the
were
higher?
first people to go
What's your
first.
dexterity ability score? Jelani.
My dexterity?
Yep.
Are you talking to me?
Yep.
Okay. Dexterity ability score is 16.
16. Okay. So Red, you will actually go first in this. As you're kind of taking stock of what's going on, you see that the wall does begin to move and start to close. As poking it and
Yeah.
seems to.
So it's not necessarily a trap, though. It could just be a door that's
dark.
They're saying the wall is closing. Was
Yeah.
it not already closed?
No.
Like,
It's
so if we're in that.
shifting.
So where is it closing?
So
So
I'll
that's
go
those
ahead. I'll
slits
go ahead and
are
reveal
moving.
this
Yeah.
just to make this a little easier.
A little confuzzled.
Okay.
Oh, so we're all in this little fucking hole.
Yeah, so it's going to trap us in, is what
Pretty
it was
much.
designed to do. It's not necessarily a trap, but it is. It could be like just a door.
So I
Rob is
assume that means we don't
technically
care about that little
correct
jog
here.
and we should focus on the
The
doors.
best
Yeah, so
kind
just
of correct.
get out of the way. You're already out of the way.
Okay.
Except for Travis.
But yeah, the door.
Apparently.
I mean, this wall is beginning to slide closed.
Yeah. So
Now it's race against the clock to see who can
Alright,
get
so
out
what are you gonna do?
fast.
Let's,
And first.
Oh.
Hopefully everybody can
I
bypass
am
this
going
trap.
to.
If not, this
sneak
we
through the
might
door
witness the
on
first
right.
character death here.
You can check the door on the right.
Yep.
Alright, let's. Oh, sorry. Let's switch back here. Not used to doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna check this door.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
3. Or wait, that's
It's a door.
it's 10.
Oh, it's 10. Yeah. So as you kind of try to
Red
reach for the
wasting
handle of
time
the door,
on the
you actually feel
door.
solid wall. Like the door itself
Looks like we're
it
gonna get our
could
first
be an
kill of the
actual door,
night
but
on
it's
this
actually
trap.
just a wall.
So it's a fake
it's the door on the right.
We're about
Jesus
an hour
Christ,
into our
is the
game
other one
of
gonna be fake too?
Tomb
We're
of
gonna have to go
Horrors,
down
and
the
we
side.
have
Doesn't
not
Is that what we're
even
about to
gotten
find
into
out?
the
All
tomb
right.
itself
Entirely
yet.
possible.
Trapped
Um,
Might be a good idea to go out.
down
So that
the
was your
center.
moving. So you used your move. You used your action. You do
Well,
have a
he didn't
bonus
use
action.
his. How much did he move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can move 5 feet backwards.
He could move 5 feet back. Well, he can also use his. He can also use his action.
Oh, yeah, he
bonus
could.
action dash as a rogue.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
Alright. So I'm going to dash back out of the entry and just I'm working
Okay.
towards.
So you'll be able to move another square back, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not quite. You're still kind of within the line of that door. At that point.
Wait. How
Yeah.
many can he move? He can move 6?
6. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30
Okay.
would put him just in line with where the wall is.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Then next up would be Jelani.
Now, can you describe to me one more time, very quickly, what is happening again?
The wall, the area. So you see that there is now this wall coming out of the side of the hallway, and it appears to be closing off the other end of the hallway.
I see.
Oh, you're saying the wall that's closing isn't cutting off that little jog, it's pinning us to the doors. Right? Or...
I want to do something cool, but I don't see the options. I mean, so are we all looking at it in agreement that we're just like leaving this area?
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta go down the center. It looks
We got
like
2
the-
fake doors. Looks
Yeah.
looks like that's where we're being directed.
Yeah.
Alright,
Sam just stepped out to
so
rest
Let's see
over.
if
Yeah, I
they
guess
can make
let's
it out in time.
move out of this area if everybody's deciding to do that.
All right.
I need you guys to leave me out. I can't see or do anything, and that's great. So
No, you can. I mean, you can see. Like you were trying to look around to find anything noticeable. You just didn't find anything.
you know,
All right.
something like the Ray Charles of Dungeon Explorers.
Okay.
Too early.
Actually, I think isn't that Stevie?
Try-
Wonder, not
yeah.
Charles?
We have some concerns from the audience where Tritus, you sound incredibly tired.
No.
Okay, so next up then would be Grumbledore.
All right. Let's see. What I'm going to do is. Oh, this is a good one. I could just get the heck out of here.
Could. It's doable.
Yeah, that is definitely a.
I want you to Leroy Jenkins right down the center and see
Well,
what
I could.
happens.
I could cast Hold Person on you and then run. That would be funny.
What the fuck is that?
Makes you paralyzed.
Oh
So the door would just crush him.
If you gotta make a sacrifice, Rob, I understand.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can move just past the door with my 6 movements. So that's what I'm gonna do first. Is I'm gonna move just past the door, so I'm right behind Bergie.
Okay.
And then, for my action, I am going to grab him, and since he's small, he can pass through my square. I'm gonna just yank him back and throw him backwards.
Okay. Are you going to permit him to grab you and pull you back?
Sure.
All right. Make a strength check. Actually, in this case, we'll say athletics.
Athletics, okay. Good thing. That would be a 29.
Okay. So yeah, you'll be able to. I'll say with that action, you will be able to grab him, and then so basically
Roll him across the map.
No, basically, he willingly pulled. You willingly were pulled into a grapple, and then you were able to move 5 feet as a result.
Yep.
Because of how high the roll was.
Yeah.
All right. Next up then is Sam, who is just going to stay.
Just move her back 20 feet.
Yeah, she's going to beat feet out. All right, and then last here, Tritus. Unfortunately, the wall has been moving rather quick, and now you've actually been slid over to the side here, as this wall has.
Oh,
Bad. just get out of there.
Yeah. I'm gonna. That's
looks like
an
Tritus
idea.
is gonna
Yeah.
take some damage from that
I'm
one.
just gonna wait for this to happen. I guess.
Yeah, because now at this point,
Unfortunately,
at this point the
there is
wall
no
has reached.
damage that's outlined in the
about that
modules,
far
so
in.
this is
It's
going
like
to be
it's like
entirely up to the GM's discretion
Monty
to see
Python
how
Holy
this is
Grail,
going to
attacking the fucking
Yeah.
castle.
So you're moving back.
We
Yeah.
might be seeing the end of Trials right here.
Thank you.
All right.
So
Yep.
you're choosing not
And
to
then,
go
as, and then as
wall,
that
right?
as that goes, you're like you're pulled off your feet, and then yeah, this stone slab basically shuts
No.
off the rest of the castle.
You're
Squirrel
fucking
tactics.
welcome.
Squirrel tactics. Squirrel tactics.
Thanks, useful paladin.
Yeah.
I've been here. I'm taking up air in this dungeon. Okay.
This is where oh shit comes into play, everybody.
Oh, as opposed to before when there was a closing wall and we had to dive out of the way.
I mean, did you not
Tritus
notice
barely
the,
making it out of there.
Did you not notice that wall?
Which wall?
The wall that was closing in.
No, I mean, I
Sorry.
remember my perception check.
I mean, that's fair.
So I didn't. I'm telling you. I didn't notice.
All right, let's just keep this
going.
going, guys. We gotta keep moving.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry, one moment here. I'm having some issues with drop frames. I'm just gonna try to see if I can.
Dude, it's the internet. Don't dick around with frame
Yeah.
drops.
This is kind of fair horseshit.
All right.
All right, so you guys have just the middle passage then left to explore.
All right. I will scout it out again.
So you move ahead. You'll kind of be ahead of everybody as you. Whoa! God damn it! I hate this. Why can't I just grab the tokens and not the actual map?
Because the tokens are shaped weird and they're not like round, or they don't fill up an entire square.
Oh, I probably should have set the map as an actual map.
All right. This is where things are going to start to get interesting.
All right.
If you played through this before, you will remember that this is the corridor.
I don't feel so bad. Like, I kind of feel like I was
All of the
obligated to
pit
save
traps.
you just because I did technically trigger that door to open. So, I mean, like, that was just me cleaning up my mess there
Here's
and
kinda what
not
I-
letting you become a mess.
Alright, so here's what I can kind of reveal at this point. So you guys are able to see about that far in.
Oh, look at all these colors on the floor.
Bright, brilliant colors are to be seen everywhere, and the stones and pigments undimmed by the passage of decades. The floor of the corridor is a colorful mosaic of stone with a
So what you
distinct
missed
winding path
was
of red tiles
in that
about
side
2
message.
feet wide, snaking its way south down the corridor. No stonework can be seen on the walls or the ceiling 20 feet above, for some sort of cement or plaster has been smoothed over all of these surfaces and then illustrated. The scenes show fields with kine grazing, a copse with several wolves in the background, workers of various races, and strange human-animal mixtures. Pig-human, ape-human, and dog-human going about various tasks.
This is imagination land? Like
Certain of the frescoes show rooms of some building, a library filled with many books and scrolls, the door of a torture chamber, and a wizard's workroom. There are chairs, windows, boxes, bales, doors, chests, birds, bats, spiders, and all manner of things shown on the walls.
You're in that room, right?
These frescoes showing who built this tomb
I went down there and pushed on the tile.
and some of the other things that are in this tomb that they're going to have to contend with.
Back to where he
All right,
was
so
in
you're
there.
gonna be
Unfortunately,
so
they
you're
don't
gonna be
know
moving ahead
what's
here.
what.
Yeah, I'll
Here.
take point and.
Yeah, the
I
most
have
the
to
most
go back
obvious
of
thing
his
that you
armor
see
and just-
as far as this goes
all the way to the door.
is kind of this again this very much reddish path that is kind of carving through a lot of this.
So the red path is the only real coherent path.
Well, everything is coherent. It's just what looks to be the most obvious is that like this red path it kind of stands out
Okay,
the most.
can I look at the frescoes that the animals, like the man, the ape one, what did they correspond to the colors on the floor?
Good question. Alright. So the most outstanding feature in this location is actually outstanding. 2 jackal-headed human figures are painted so as to appear to be holding a real bronze chest that protrudes from the wall.
Okay.
And so that particular feature. Hang on. Right.
If
So
you
that
played
particular
through this
feature
before, you
is
will remember that
actually
the fresco in the
located
wizardly workroom, the initial run of
right
this, that
around
trap
here.
did not
So
have,
you have these
any
two
damage,
what look like basically copies of Anubis.
Yep.
leading you to
Holding
believe
out,
that this was
holding
a
on to
save
what
or
looks like an
die
actual
trap.
physical chest.
Like something that can open. Like
Yeah,
private.
but they don't like. But what I meant was like the frescoes on the wall.
No, that would be a
that
plus,
you said we
right?
saw. There was like an 8-man
It's
and a
specific
wolf
just for
man
us.
on the frescoes, right?
Yep.
Did those frescoes, did the color of those correspond to the colors on the floor?
No.
No,
No,
okay.
they're just drawings.
So there's really nothing that we could look at as like a puzzle and say, hey, these colors are these, because each one of those follows kind of a specific path through this hallway, and I'm just racking my brain trying to figure out. Can I make an insight roll and see if I can't put 2 and 2 together from looking at what I can see and what's on the floor, if they're any way connected?
Are we able to? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
I was gonna say,
make an
can we
intelligence
move
check.
Intelligence
him, or-
check.
yeah.
All right.
Instead of an insight, yeah, because that's
Green
more
and green was a
to
little
sense like how someone feels, that kind of thing. It'd be more of an intelligence.
Yeah, but I mean that's putting 2 and 2 together. Is
Right,
what
putting
insight
two-
insight would be putting 2 and 2 together.
in this case, it's more of the mental thought
Okay,
process.
all right. Intelligence check. 7. Probably didn't do it.
What's your modifier?
1. So it was 6 plus 1. So
6 plus 1 is 7.
yeah.
I mean, as far as like your understanding of that goes, like you take a look at the paintings and at the frescoes, and they don't really have any kind of comparison that you can see. The colors on the floor are very, very bright.
Okay.
On the walls, they look to be more like faded hieroglyphics.
And there's ways around those Anubis statues, right? We can get around them without.
So they're not actually statues. It's actually another fresco on the wall.
Oh, okay.
The only thing that's jutting out is a bronze chest.
Okay.
So I'd like to check out that chest, see if I might be able to open it.
Okay. Yeah. So you actually can move next to it. Yeah, because it kind of occupies a similar space. Yeah. So go ahead and make an investigation check.
Looks like red might be falling for this trap.
I swear to God, it's another net.
Once again,
11.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're going to see how
Yeah,
this
so,
plays out, if this is one of the traps that has been disarmed.
Let's see here. So as you're kind of taking a look here, you see that this chest is hinged from the bottom, so that if you press there may be like a catch on the top that will be pressed, and actually as you try to go to reach for it, you pull your hand back, as you do see that there's a needle that sticks about 3 inches out of the wall.
So we've got another opportunity to test if the traps are disarmed or not.
Pretty obvious.
Wait, the needle's sticking out?
Yeah, like it's pretty obvious. Like there is a needle literally sticking out from there.
Okay, if there was a needle sticking out, that was a trap that triggered. There's a good chance, because a trap like that, the needle wouldn't be sticking out if
So
there was a.
you can still get the catch. You could use thieves' tools to try to remove the needle. Otherwise, you could try to kind of force your way, kind of move your way around the needle so you don't get pricked by it.
I'll use my thieves' tools.
Okay, go ahead and make a
Trap
dexterity
here.
check. Add your proficiency bonus.
Is a very clever ruse to distract them from the deep
so-
covered pit trap.
Let's see.
Once again, because
so
Sam
dexterity
cast that
check,
wish at the
so
beginning of the
15?
dungeon,
15?
everything's
Yeah, so you're able
up in
to,
the air right
No, it
now.
would
We don't
actually
know what's
it'd be
gonna happen. We don't know
21
what
because
traps
it's your
are still
proficiency.
active.
You get to add the
We-
proficiency.
Yeah, you had your
Mask
proficiency
game.
bonus because you have
Yeah.
thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's pretty easy. It just kind of looks. You kind of look at it and go, oh, take out like a pair of twice. Kind of just cut the needle. Now you got enough room for your hand to get the catch. Yeah. So as you open this up, yeah. So basically, yeah, you open this up, and as you look inside, it does appear to be empty. Just from looking inside.
Do you feel around
But
inside
that's
of it, or do you
that's
just
a
take the
really
chest
really
off
good
of the
knowledge that we
arms?
gained from that.
If you want to try to take the chest out, you can make a strength check.
Really need to, but
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, where's my strength in general? Should I try it, or does someone else want to try doing this?
I'm
sure.
I don't want to
Doyle rules.
God damn it.
Somebody make the check, please.
This game, just like all other games with D&D, quickly going
So,
off
Bergie,
the
so
rails.
Bergie, you step up to this and you're like, okay, all
Let's
right.
try this. Do you want to
And
stay
you are heaving at this with all your might. It just doesn't want to move. It's like it is stuck to the wall.
Do I throw my back out too? If I roll a
Wait,
one?
wouldn't it be a
No,
19?
you just
No.
it is a natural one.
Yeah. So
Natural one means no matter what kind of roll it
It's
is,
a failure.
you just fail.
Yeah, there's no critical fails in that.
I am not going to Vegas.
Yeah, Jelani, just so you know, there isn't like the chance of like critical failure where, you know, if you fail on like falling, like trying to avoid like, you know, needles or spikes, you're not going to just like die instantly with like a rock to the head or something like that. Yeah. Does anybody else want to try to? Anybody else want to examine the chest?
No, I don't.
Can I do an investigation on the hallway?
On the hallway? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Alright. Let's see here. That was. That was a 28.
Okay.
God, man.
So
Nice.
what you see is, you know, you actually are you start to look a little bit nervously over at Grumbledore as you see that he's getting close to what looks like maybe a false floor directly in front of him.
Huh.
You also, with that particular roll, you do see that about 10 feet, about kitty corner from that, 10 feet away directly in front of you, there is also another one of these.
Okay, and which spot is that? Can you just?
I'll go ahead and draw those out. 1 second.
I mean, it's kind of metagaming at this point, but I mean,
Well,
we can assume
he
he'd share
made
that.
the check.
Yeah, we'd assume he'd share that.
Yeah. So I'll draw these out for you.
Okay, so those look like false floors.
Yeah, those definitely look like false floors.
Okay. Well, that's good. So,
Can I use my acrobatics to like jump over that? But should someone check,
can I
like, observe?
can
the
I make a
area first?
request moving forward, just to kind of speed things up? Can we start taking passive perceptions when we come into contact, when we might be coming into contact with something like that? Because that's kind of what passive perception's for. Like, you should just say, "Hey guys, make a passive perception check."
Well, a passive perception check would just be taking 10 on a perception.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Well, no,
Unfortunately,
because
a
my
passive
passive
perception here
perception,
would not be enough to
it's
see
10 plus
the
your modifier
mid of the
Right,
for your
yeah.
skill. So like mine would be a 17.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll for that. It's
Yeah.
just 10 plus your.
So can you like in an attempt to kind of streamline things, because we are time sensitive on this, for certain things like that, like false floors, things like that, can we do passive perception? Like if I'm standing next to one of these things, you might say you might say, okay.
Right. No. I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I think that's trying to explain that. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously.
You know what I mean, but
Right,
just trying to streamline things a little bit here.
No, gotcha. Yeah. So basically, yeah. And the reason why I didn't have that initially for you is because you were examining the walls. You weren't looking at
Sure.
the floor.
Yep.
So that's why I didn't have you notice that. But no.
And it would make sense if I like moved onto it with my movement action, but because I'm there, kind of a thing, and I didn't, but I'm next to it. That might be a good situation to say, all right.
Right. No, I get you. Well, let's move on now.
Yep.
All right. So you guys are done, kind of looking at the chest. You do see that there is a door. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jelani.
No, I'm sorry. So my investigation, I revealed these 2 fake floors right here, right?
Yep.
Correct. Yep. You do see 2 fake floors. You get the impression that there might be others in this hallway, but you're still kind of further back in the hallway, so you're not entirely. You have to kind of move a little bit closer to even kind of catch eye of them. But now that you guys are aware of what can be in here, it'll be a little easier to detect.
So I'm gonna move 5 forward down to that little space with the red right next to that second fake floor. So I'm gonna move across diagonally down.
So basically like this. So like you're going across it like that.
Yeah, because I don't want to step on the fake floor. I want to go around them
Okay.
And so because I
Diagonal
know where
crossover
they are
from
now.
The
Yep.
yellow path to the red
So you're
path.
here.
So just basically put me
Rob trying to
down
plot
by
out a
that
safe
second fake
path
floor,
here.
the most bottom one,
Like here.
and down 2 more, and
Kitty
over one to the
corner, kitty
left.
corner.
Yep. So go kitty corner from that.
Like he jumped over that.
Yep,
yeah.
there, right there. Yep, and I'm gonna do a perception check to see if I see any fake floors.
Sure.
My perception, that would make that a 13.
13.
Yep.
Nothing really too noticeable.
Okay, I'm saying I don't see anything here, so somebody else might want to come and double check my work.
I will.
I will go up there. I'll go up there.
Okay.
No rules.
All right. You're gonna kind of try to move in the same way that Grumbledore did.
Yeah, and
Alright.
then I'm going to come up behind him. I'm going to grasp him bludgeoningly from behind and say, "Let me help you with this." And then I also investigate the area.
Hey, babe.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Sure. Let's see here. Second check. That was a 25.
Yeah. You do that. You did that pretty well. You do
Yeah.
manage to see that. You do manage to see another one in front of you.
I basically do the whole ghost Patrick Swayze thing with him.
Yeah.
And detecting.
Perfectly fine.
Okay. Swayze.
Yeah. Go. I'm not going to question it. You just do it. Okay. It just happens.
So this was a fake floor I saw.
Yeah.
My love,
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
my darling.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, you do manage to see another one of these traps.
Thank you.
What have we done?
This always sucks.
This is yeah. This is
That's what I saw right there. Is that another fake floor?
yeah. And actually, and as you've been walking across this floor, you actually are starting to notice. Because you've been rolling pretty well for these as you've been moving along the floor, you are kind of seeing what is. You do see some runes kind of inlaid with the red
Is
path.
there anything on the ceiling?
Anything on the ceiling?
It's kind of a smooth one.
Dan the Masked Gamer giving Jelani
I mean,
the
he's
benefit of the
looking at
doubt.
the ceiling. He should be able to see
Yeah, but
you see-
I'm looking at it, but there's like literally nothing else.
Start-
Yeah, there's nothing there,
My
both
eye-
on the ceiling and in Bergie's head.
I'm literally looking at it, and my eyes are glossed over.
All right. Well, just in the interest to speed things up, it's not too metagamey, but you guys have high enough perception
So-
scores that you'll be able to see the rest of these.
The ruins are revealing the walls, right? The floors.
The runes are well, no, because it's more like writing as opposed to like not ruins. Sorry, runes like written
Runes.
word.
Just assume I do something dumb. I'll be right back.
And they say,
Yeah.
step here, don't step here, right? Basically.
Yeah. Bergie falls into a pit trap.
Alright, so we have an
Or if you went
idea
to
of
the bathroom
where
and did
to step
something
or not
dumb.
step to make it through this hall.
Yeah,
Do we
pretty
see any doors or anything on the sides, or is it just down at the very end?
You actually do, yes. So right next to it, so about 5 feet, about 10 feet away from where that chest was that you
Are
were
we
examining
able to move
before.
our characters forward at this point?
Yeah, I mean, we know where the
Can I
things are,
just-
so we can see.
Can
Yeah.
my character just move up to the last false floor right next to the last false floor?
Yeah, sorry, 1 second. Okay. So about here. That good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jelani with a
I
giant
just
leap
assumed-
forward.
Robert's character is carrying
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
Jelani's character at this point.
I mean, I can move everybody forward. That's not a problem.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I just kind of just like, hey guys, it's fine down here.
Yeah. Hey guys, everything's great. Yeah.
Everything's great. Just don't step on the false floors.
Just don't step somewhere where you're not supposed to.
Right,
Yeah.
I want to use my acrobatics to get to where Jelani's at.
Okay. You can,
That's right. It's
Okay,
not
make-
Jump
make-
right across over there, I'm good.
So-
Sam's gonna backflip
I mean,
and somersault
that's
all the way over there.
that's a little far to do that acrobatics check.
Is it? Because my acrobatics is already at plus 17 if I roll.
It's not too far for me, baby.
Well, it's also it's also the physical act of jumping as well. So you can only jump. You only have a jump movement of so far. you know.
How
What
far
if
is
she have
so
to roll to
far?
defy the laws of
Because
physics?
I'm a halfling bard. I mean,
A natural 20 is how that works.
natural
Like-
money.
like- Basically, within the confines of physics, your jumping distance is essentially, I think it's like half pace or something like that.
Yeah.
Unless you have long jumpers.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Do I have the ability to
Or
give
like
her
you're like
bardic
me and you can
inspiration?
turn into an Avenger
Yeah,
angel.
as
at
a
any
bard,
given
you can give
point
bardic
and just
inspiration to
fly.
anybody.
So if I give another bard a bardic inspiration, does that mean she's
Can
like?
I give myself
basically, like,
bardic
super
inspiration
bard?
at the same
That'll-
time?
So how-
and
so how
that'll
this-
just take me so far.
So how this works is that a bard can give any other player a bardic inspiration die, but they cannot give themselves bardic inspiration.
Can I give him bardic inspiration? Give me more bardic inspiration in return? Like
No.
he will, yeah.
Because basically what you'd be doing is that you're giving him bardic inspiration to
To
be used on a
inspire
roll,
me.
Yeah.
and then he would be giving you
It's
his
a
own
fair
pool
trade.
of
It
bardic inspiration.
wouldn't really make a difference,
It's-
honestly.
It's a fair trade.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's literally you're
We're
each
inspiring each other.
well, you're each getting your bardic inspiration.
I think
A
we should
bardic
all
inspiration die.
move down by Jelani here.
I think
agree.
so too.
Hey everybody, I want to let you know that I'm willing and ready to give anybody a bardic inspiration whenever they want it.
All right, I'll move everybody down there.
You give me bardic inspiration just by being alive.
I
Wait, who?
appreciate that.
Jelani?
Robbie,
Me?
you
Jelani.
awesome
Oh, that's
guy.
not fair.
Well, you do too.
Oh, what's that green goop thing?
And if you
Oh.
remember,
That was me giving him inspiration.
Oh!
the
If it's green, you might have a problem there, brah.
devil.
I want to know what that little room is.
So off to the
Happens.
all right. So
Classic trap.
so as you guys are walking down this hallway, off to the left,
This is gonna be
the
really
stone
interesting
archway
to see
before you
how
is filled with a
they
veil of thick
interact
vapors.
with
The
this
stone
one.
on either side of the base and the keystone protrude slightly from the stones around them. As you move to within touching distance, the left-hand base stone begins to glow yellow, the right-hand base stone orange, and the keystone 7 feet above blue. And on the wall before you is a relief sculpture of a devil face formed of mosaic tiles. The face has a huge O of a mouth, inside of which the space is dead black.
Yeah.
Can I use light inside that space?
You can try.
Yeah, just cast it.
What space?
The mouth, the devil mouth.
Alright, you cast light,
Yes.
nothing happens.
Alright, so it's magically dark.
Hey Andy,
Yes.
you said there were vapors in this hallway?
Alright.
Yes. So
Were
there's
they- were
so
they
this
puffing mad clouds?
so
Arnie's
so
leaving
off to
themselves down a
your
false,
left there's
false
like an
trail
archway
here.
of like veiled mist.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant vapors, like people who were puffing mad clouds. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, there's the vaping in D&D don't exist.
In my game it does.
Well, it's not your game.
Alright, can I do an investigation check on this devil face?
Yeah, you can. I'll go ahead and move you up next to it. Let's see here.
Well, I mean, okay.
More?
Are you
Devil face?
like so like are you
The
gonna
bard
look at it because that would be
lower.
perception?
Can I
Because
investigate?
we might.
Yeah, investigating it would mean you have to be up next to it to kind of examine it closer. So
Am I able
yeah, if
to
you
use
want to
any
investigate
kind
it,
of
you
lore?
can.
Well, that's what I'm looking here, because that's
Alright,
because that's the college you went to for your bard school.
Right.
So yeah, you don't really
That was-
know that, but you
I'm
might
sorry,
be
I
able
said
to
that
do
was
like an
investigation, right?
inspiration.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you could
Yep,
just
that
Hear
was
your
22
inspiration.
investigation.
What's that?
that's just
22.
your,
I mean, it
that
looks.
means
I mean,
that
it is
if
it is a
you
relief
wanna
of a
use your-
devil.
If you don't have
Um,
any, if you don't have any.
Again, the only thing
bardic
that's really out of the
inspiration left,
ordinary is this
and then we
unnaturally
get into
blackened
combat, or
mouth.
you have to roll initiative. You automatically gain 1 dice.
Unnaturally blackened mouth?
Yeah.
Right, I already tried using light on it and it's just dark. It's just black.
Okay, so let me see
You're
if I
laughing
remember
at
this.
that.
Oh no! I think I know what Bergie would say if you were here, but he's in the camp.
In the can.
So you casting magic missile.
Sorry. hang on, Johnny. What was it that you were going to be doing?
You can do that.
Minor
I
illusion
think,
in the mouth. Oh my god.
Big.
Okay, I can't hear what he's saying.
Gap opening on the side there?
Sorry.
Can I move away from the double face and look at that gap opening where the other trail of red is going to?
Yeah, sure.
Can I do a perception on this area here? What's up with this area?
I mean, you could, are you, like you're trying to look into the room, or you're kind
I'm
of
not. Yeah, I'm not touching anything. I'm
Okay.
simply
Yeah.
observing.
If you wanted to take a look inside, you could. You'd make that check. You would roll that at disadvantage.
So okay, wait a minute. So I would roll a disadvantage to look into a room.
Correct, because it's kind of heavily obscuring mist.
So the mist is in
To
that
see,
room.
'cause-
I have a feat that prevents me from rolling a disadvantage, so I could check it out instead.
rolling a
Can I
disadvantage
cast a
for
spell?
Huh?
It's
Can I cast a spell?
what spell?
Hold on. Let me. I
This
know I have
next
it
spell
here.
very
One
well
second.
could determine whether or not Jelani lives or dies. Let's see what happens.
What? Sorry, what feat is it?
Does. Hold on.
It's a feat.
yeah, it's gonna be one of the rogue feats.
Oh, rogue class feature.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now.
Can I use vicious mockery on the mist? Just mock the mist until it leaves.
It's not
Like,
really a
that's not how it
No,
goes.
It's not really a target.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's not
spell
that
physics.
you don't have disadvantage. It's just that no
Am I,
attack roll has advantage against
Can
you.
you describe to me what prestidigitation does?
So prestidigitation is kind of like minor, very. I mean, it's kind of like magic tricks, little things that you can do. You can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, puff of wind. You instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or small campfire. You instantly clean or soil an object no larger than a cubic foot. You chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour. You make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object on a surface within an hour. You create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that fits in your hand. It's kind of lets you do very little stuff.
Can I make a suggestion with that? You could use the prestidigitation to make like a small gust of wind where you could see the mist and see if it has any effect on it.
That's what I was gonna say. Can I create a small
Well,
little...
there is a dark hole.
Yeah, you
We've
could.
been investigating.
There's a
Okay.
mist and there's a
Yeah,
devil
yeah,
face
you
with
could
a
do that.
for mouth and light doesn't
You
light
you
it
could
up.
you could do that. So
That's what I
uh,
wanted to do.
right, okay.
So you know what to do.
So you cast prestidigitation on the mist, and as you kind of let a puff of air go out you're trying to blow away some of the mist.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
It kind of it sort of, you can see that the air like the puff of air hits the mist, and you can see like the mist move around this pocket, but then it kind of, I mean, it doesn't really change how obscure it is, and it just kind of closes up again.
Does anybody have a high Arcana check on this?
I do not. I don't think anybody really took Arcana.
Sounds like Jelani's on the right path with this one, unfortunately.
Hey Bergie, you want to go
Using
in?
it against- He's using it against
I was more
the
concerned with
wrong-
what Barry was gonna do to the dark hole.
Can I just... I don't have a really good one, but
See
can
what
I
happens.
just try an Arcana check on this?
Yeah, you can make a roll for that.
Nope, that's a 3. So, yep, looks like clouds to me.
This shit look like magic.
Oh, so it is magic.
Jelani failing his
No,
Arcana check.
just you're not entirely sure what this is, but you get the feeling that, I've got a good feeling that I think this might be magic.
Can I use persuasion to
Oh wait,
send
no, you
someone
rolled a
in
3.
there?
Can I dispel the magic with the magic spell dispel magic?
You could certainly try.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Could dispel this magic.
You cast the spell. What are you just going to cast it at its normal level, that kind of thing?
He's gonna try to cast it. Best of luck. This was
Okay.
cast by
So
a
as you cast the
demi-lich.
spell, you kind of pass a hand over the mist, and there's like a trail.
Stolen magic, baby.
Yeah, there's like a trail of arcane energy that kind of scatters across the mist, but again, the mist kind of then just envelops over
The
that
demi-lich
spell.
here,
Doesn't
known
seem
as
to have any effect.
Asperak, mage, magic user cleric, created this temple as his own power was waning.
I turn to the group and I say, well, I've done all I can.
Can I use persuasion to like
surprise here.
persuade someone to
Yeah,
just go in
persuade
there?
Bergie to go in
Yeah,
there.
can I?
I mean, he's got a
Can I do
shield.
that?
Okay.
Yes, so.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Sure.
Is that 9 plus whatever I have for persuasion?
Yes.
So that would be 26.
So who are you persuading?
My persuasion's at plus 17.
Make an insight check, Bergie.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
Sounds good to you.
Yeah.
Try to give Bergie a chance.
All right, so you're gonna go right on in.
I'm gonna go against no. I'm gonna persuade him to go right on it.
All right, you enter through the mist, and as you enter through the mist, you. God damn it!
God damn it.
As he enters
Oh
through
my
the mist,
God.
he's
You
going to be
don't get eaten,
transported to
But you do enter through the
Forsaken
mist.
Prison.
And as he enters through, you guys are kind of wondering what the heck is going on with that.
Oh no.
You actually don't see him come out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's been teleported somewhere
See
else
your death.
entirely.
He appears to have vanished.
Excellent.
Oh,
See your
great.
Okay,
We didn't
so
need him anyhow.
I guess not.
what are our
I haven't
options?
done anything
We need our
useful
meat
here.
shield back, so we gotta figure out where you went.
Well, yeah, race my Rob. He's a smarter beat shield than I am.
I mean, it was so
Meanwhile-
worth it though.
Well,
I know that
Now you
the
know.
rest of us shouldn't go in there.
Now you know.
You have somehow managed to get your way all the way over here.
And where is that?
The miserable cubicle appears to have absolutely no means of egress. 3 iron levers, each about 1 foot long,
Oh,
protrude from the
God.
south wall of the corridor.
For fuck's sake. So I have a 1 in 3 chance of getting out of this.
Pull all 3 of them.
Get some.
Get some. Oh man.
It's just usually how my guy is. So it's just like whatever.
I'm so sorry I sent you.
Okay.
You're not.
No, I'm not.
So,
This party
It was
so yeah, you got these
began
3.
to find themselves a little bit further in than I think they were expecting.
So the rest of
Bergie,
you are still in the
unfortunately,
hallway.
I wonder
You
if
guys-
the
so-
levers
have a whole
So
lot of
you guys are still up
control
here
the
wondering
devil
where the heck
face
Bergie
mouth.
went. Bergie, meanwhile, is in this little cubicle with these 3 levers in front of him.
Okay. Can I do some kind of like perception check to see if I can figure out what they are? Or what?
I mean, you could do a perception check, but you're just gonna see 3 levers.
And that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do other than pull these 3 levers?
Doesn't appear to be.
Okay. So I just want to pick one of these levers at random.
Okay.
And go for the best.
All right.
I
Which
feel
one are
like
you
it
gonna
should have
pull?
been me in there because I'm lucky. Look at that. I've got luck on my side.
I'm gonna go for the one on the left.
One left. Okay. Up or down?
Down.
Okay. Pull that lever down.
Yes.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Just well, what happens is that you pull it down, and then about a second goes by, and it just kind of goes back to its normal position.
Okay.
And nothing is going to happen with these levers
Right, pull
until
it up.
all 3
Nothing
are
happens.
either
Okay.
pulled
Give
down
it a second.
simultaneously
Goes
or
back down.
pushed
Okay,
up
middle one.
simultaneously.
Nothing happens.
Up.
Nothing happens.
Right.
Nothing happens.
Both ways.
Both ways.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
Yes, I can.
What
If
kind of
I
weapon?
pull it right down, and then I pull it back up.
Nothing happens.
So none of these levers
Try all
do it.
3 at the same time.
So okay, I'll grab the one on the left and the one on the right and pull.
Use
down
your
at
mouth
the
to
same time.
pull down the middle
The
one.
one left and right and pull them down.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Pull them both up at the same time.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Middle and right.
Middle and right down.
God
Sounds
damn
like they're
it.
gonna
What is-
work through
Nothing
every single
happens.
combination
Some combination of those
before
levers
they
has to do something.
Yeah,
right?
nothing
to a
happens.
combination that
Nothing
actually gets it to
happens.
do something.
Okay, so I pull.
One
I pull
up,
all,
one
I
down.
push all 3 down.
You push all 3 down. Okay.
All 3 down, something happens.
Holy shit! something might happen.
Unfortunately, that is
You
the
hear a
end
click.
of Tritus, the
Floor
paladin.
opens up underneath you.
Oh no!
What if I can I grab one of the levers and hold on to it?
Make a dexterity check.
Oh.
I have not been
Remove
rolling
your
good.
book so you can roll better. Oh, then okay.
It is a 9. 9 plus my dexterity is 14.
So it's a plus.
So it's an 11.
2, so 11.
The floor
I mean,
is
yeah,
gonna
you do
be
manage to
open
get a
for
hand
another
on
10
the lever.
minutes.
Kind of
If you can
having,
hold
you know,
out
there isn't
that
really a
long,
good place to catch
you
your
may have a
feet on
chance.
anything, really, because it's just solid. And as you look down, oh wait, it's pitch dark in here. I mean, you have some light where you can kind of take a look inside to see, but yeah, it is dark as you look down.
Does it see your death?
It is like you cannot see the bottom.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay. Then I have a Holy Nimbus,
Okay.
and emanating aura of sunlight.
Okay.
So it shines in a 30-foot radius, and then dim light shines 30 feet beyond that, so 60 feet. So
In the old edition, this
Yes, you
trap
can.
actually had a damage
Yep. You can now see
value
60
to it.
feet
It was
down.
10d10.
Dim light.
Okay.
You still do not see the bottom.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So I'm just gonna hang in there.
All right.
Arm on the lever.
Am I able to cast
Yes.
light into the area that he's at?
You can't because he's in a completely different place in this tomb.
I have a flying mount. Could I send that through the mist to him?
The rest of the party desperately trying to
I
find
have a-
Berkey now.
Or I should say more specifically, I have a figurine of wondrous power, the ebony fly.
Okay.
And from what I understand, that fly can be used as a mount.
Okay. So you're gonna throw the figurine into the veil of mist.
Unfortunately, if Berkey doesn't know what the
Okay.
activation word
So you
is,
throw it through.
it's going to fall into the pit.
Let me take a look here. Yeah, you throw it through. And you hear it clatter.
Can I ask for just a quick recap?
Sure. Bergie opened up a floor
I
underneath.
Oh, yeah,
persuaded.
there's
No,
a
at
detail.
first I persuaded Travis to go into the mist, and he disappeared.
Okay.
It's
So now
whole
he's down
separate,
here, dangling from a lever.
because he pulled all 3 levers down at the same time,
Nothing
and the
else
floor
anymore.
came out. There's
Yeah.
no bottom,
There's-
and he's just hanging on with one hand by one of the
There's no
levers.
bottom. How big is this lever?
I mean, the levers are big enough that like you can grip a hand to them and hold on.
Okay, give me just a second here.
Or are we looking at rules as far as like
Can I just
No, I am
persuade
not.
someone-
I'm looking
No,
at
I
I'm looking at
shouldn't.
spells.
Persuade someone else to go into the mist.
Well, you can't see where he's at.
No, but
Can I persuade someone to stick their hand in the mouth of the devil face?
okay.
Ooh.
I don't know.
So
Sam being extraordinarily puckish
It
right
totally looks
now.
like that.
I gotta see
Anyone.
class features here.
She gets someone to
I'm not
do this.
gonna do it. I don't have much.
What's the counter to
You should
persuade?
be on
So if you
yourself.
guys persuade me,
Quite
it's gonna-
surprised as
I
that is
mean,
a
it's
sphere of
basically
annihilation
insight.
in that mouth.
I'm chaotic
Basically,
neutral.
if
Of
you
course
decide
I'm
that
gonna
it is
do
a
that.
good course of action,
I'm gonna make sure other people do it for me.
you would get that roll at advantage as well because basically depending on the roll that's made, I kind of set the DC on whether or not you decide to go through with it. Bergie rolled too low,
Okay.
Find out what happens.
which is kind of part of the course.
Right. Yeah. So you haven't rolled anything like high.
So I threw my figurine in there. It
And we
don't
don't
transform.
we don't know where he is.
Oh, it did not transfer.
Well, you said it clattered when it landed, which would mean it didn't transform into an ebony fly.
Well, did you activate it or did you just throw it in? Because you said you were just throwing it in.
Well, no, I said I wanted to activate it so Bergie could use
okay.
the mount.
See, I didn't hear that portion of it. So if that's what you're gonna do, that's fine. I just need it to be a little bit clearer. So the ebony fly. So I mean, let's see here. So yeah, basically to activate it, you speak its command word and then throw it on the ground within 60 feet of you. So it does clatter to the ground, and then it does turn into an ebony fly, as far as you understand it.
Yep.
But and actually, what I mean, you do hear the flapping of wings, and it does pass back through the veil on its own.
So the fly is now in the same place the Bergie is, or the fly came back?
The fly did come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we take your rope of climbing and lower it through the hole on the floor and down to Bergie? You do have this rope, which is
Very helpful.
Well, so I just
tried.
tried to use a magic item, throwing it through the mist, and it didn't seem to go through the mist. Because Andy said when I activated my my ebony fly.
Yeah, but
the
we're
ebony fly
not
came
necessarily trying to throw it through the mist. We're trying to throw it at the place where he fell through the floor. So that, I mean, we're being a little more.
But we can't see that. See, from our perspective, he walked
Yeah,
into
there's
the
just
mist.
mist. We don't see anything.
We don't know.
Then he
We don't
appeared
even know if there's a
there.
hole in the floor.
Then
he
he
might have
screwed himself
magically.
with-
Okay, so idea. Who is? We've got two small characters.
Halflings.
So what if we sent one of our halflings?
We
tied.
stack them and put a trench coat on
hear me out. We tie your rope of climbing into a harness so we can lower one of you. One of you can walk into the mist, and we can keep hold of one end of the rope of climbing, and then we can get you there. We can have Bergie climb up it. We can haul you back up.
I feel like we should have done that in the first place.
I'm down for that.
Shut up.
Okay.
It's not fair.
This is going to be a
So-
rather
My rope, I'll do
ingenious
what I-
strategy.
what I-
Unfortunately,
Quick
it's
question.
a teleport spell.
Who in this group has the highest strength?
I do 20.
Who has the next highest strength?
Bergie.
Who has the next highest strength?
I have 12.
Essentially, what I'm
10.
asking is, who here thinks they can roll well enough to be able to pick up a paladin, and what kind of armor do you have?
Jelani, what's your strength at?
I certainly.
My strength is 14.
I don't necessarily
So
have
he's
to
got the
pick
next
him up.
highest
I
strength.
just have to hold.
You don't have to pick. You don't have to pick him up.
I don't have to pull him.
But whoever you're tying up is going
Right,
to have
you have to be able to hold up
and
the
you're
person
going to have
you're
to
tying
pull up
up.
not only one person,
But
but
the next
No,
strongest person.
I don't have to pull them
The
up.
next strongest person is
Okay,
Jelani.
So alls I have to do. Do you have your DM guide there by chance? I wanna take a look at the
what specifically are we looking at?
the rope of climbing. It's a magical item.
I'm holding on for dear life.
So that's why we brought it, because we knew that hoisting people.
Bergie's still sitting there like, check out these guns.
And-
Yeah, about
Yeah.
5 minutes have passed. I'll have you
Can
make
you,
another. I'll have you
Can
make
you
an
reach for
an athletics check.
reach your other hand up so you can hold on better?
I mean, that's a good question. I don't
Yeah.
know. I've got like a really great pump going on. Hey guys, if you can see this right now, you should see the veins popping in my arm.
That was where you shamelessly plugging Dominus Media.
So it does say here the 60-foot. So as far as that climbing rope goes, the 60-foot length of silk rope weighs 3 pounds and can hold up to 3,000 pounds. If you hold one end of the rope and use an action to speak the command word, the rope animates. As a bonus action, you can command the other end to move towards a destination of your choice. That end moves 10 feet on your turn when you first command it, and 10 feet on each of your turns until reaching its destination, up to its maximum length away, or until you tell it to stop. You can also tell the rope to fasten itself securely to an object, or to unfasten itself, to knot or unknot itself, or to coil itself for carrying. If you tell the rope to knot, large knots appear at 1 foot intervals along the rope, while knotted the rope shortens to a 50-foot length and grants advantage on checks made to climb it.
Yes.
This is my rope.
So yeah, that's your rope.
I'm so glad I picked a rope to bring
So
in.
what I'm saying is, you command the rope to tie you up and knot so it's easy to climb up.
What?
All I have to do is brace the weight. I don't have to pull him up. Bergie has advantage on his climb checks.
Yeah, but
I
we
just
don't
hold
know.
the rope.
We don't know if the rope will go through
No, we-
unless someone else is tied
Well, that's
to
why I'm
it.
saying I have to be able to support Bergie's
people.
weight and your weight. Yep, but I don't have to pull it up. Supporting weight's a whole different object, because we can belay. We can
This is also riding on the assumption that you think that there is a drop when you're not entirely sure if there is a drop.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure, but that's
Can you
our
just
best
disappear
guess
into
at
the
this
mist?
point.
Well, we know that
Like, and we don't
hanging
even
from
know
the
if
lever,
someone goes into the
Bergie
mist
still
and
can't see
and
the
ends
bottom
up
when
in
he's
some
got
other
light for 60
completely
feet.
I'm
different
You,
place.
I'm
you,
still
you don't
holding.
really know what's going
Try
on
to
with her.
ask
either.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Arm
saying
too.
we need to do something to get him back, and this is the best idea I can come up with.
The
I've
DM
got
here
a high enough strength. If I get a bardic inspiration
is
die,
being
that I can add to my
extraordinarily
roll,
generous
my
with
strength
how
roll
you
to
dealing
support.
with
So that's a
Bergie.
1d12.
I
So
would've had
here,
him making-
roll this.
strength checks or dexterity checks.
Roll high, please. 8. Okay, so that'll be an 8 to my strength check, and then I will, we'll tie it to.
Well,
him.
actually, the bardic inspiration is that you get the die and then you just add that. To
Oh, okay.
it. Yeah, that's how that. That's how.
Oh,
That
okay,
works.
so I'll do that. Tied around him. I'm going to secure the rope to myself. Actually, you can command the rope to secure it to me and to him. So
I have command of the
yeah,
rope.
it's your rope.
Yeah,
My
you basically
rope.
can speak the command word to animate the rope,
Yeah.
and then you can command it to do whatever you need it
Yeah.
to do.
What do I
So,
need it to do, guys?
Command it to
needs
not.
You need to secure it to an object.
Yep. So that would be like my plate armor.
Wait, what else is in the room? What else is with us right now?
There's nothing close enough
Like,
that.
can we tie it to like what the double anything?
It
No.
says here specifically you can also tell the rope to fasten itself securely to an object or to unfasten itself.
Yeah. So like my armor.
But what objects are in the? No, I understand your
But then
armor,
you're also,
but
but then
there's.
you're also saying that it needs to be tied around her as well.
Or him, yeah. So why don't we do this? I will just
I'm
tie.
making you-
We'll tie it securely to his armor, and I will just tie it around myself and hold on to it and lower a halfling down there and see what we can see. At first, we'll see
Can
what we
I get
can
an
see.
idea of what this room looks like one more time? Since
Yep.
it's been a little
So
while.
first
It
we'll
is a
load.
long hallway.
Oh, I understand, but like, what is in our
swear if I had a
specific
naked
area?
up-
Is there
If
anything
you end
I
up
can tie
naked
the
up
rope
there
to
to
that
this,
isn't
that's
a
fine.
person?
It doesn't look like there is anything that you could fasten
So
the rope to.
okay, so I'm holding. We fasten one end
Yeah, there
to
you go.
one
This
end to
is
him.
Peyton
Well, first we
Young
knot the
should
rope
make
with the
an
magic
attempt to
command.
fasten the rope
Fasten
to
it
the,
one end to his armor.
to the
Mhm.
green
And then
devil's
I'm going
face.
to wrap the rope and belay him down the best I can, and so he can get an idea of what's
How
down
long
there
is
and
my
see
rope?
if he can. Right now
60 feet.
right now it's 50 feet because it's knotted.
Oh.
But we can see if you can go down to that same area, and if not, we'll pull you back up.
Can't we have it tied around each person's waist too?
That's
Just
gonna
for.
take up too
Yeah,
much
it's going to
time.
take up too much. I've got a high enough strength with the bonus to the bardic inspiration. I think we're good here.
Okay.
I just don't.
So Bergie's
I'm
head.
gonna have you make one more check with advantage.
Okay.
So you roll the die twice and you add the better result.
13
Jelani, you still good over
Plus
there?
your strength.
plus my strength, which is 20.
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess.
so 13.
Okay.
19, so you got a 19, and roll the dice one more time.
10.
10, okay, so that'd be, okay, so you got a 19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. Strong.
All right, you're good.
Alright,
All right.
So
So
the
you're
rope,
gonna-
the rope is tied to me, secured to, or the rope is tied to my armor. It's
Yep.
secured to Grumbledore's waist,
yep.
and I am venturing into the mist.
Okay, you enter into the mist.
Alright.
You also appear.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
let's see
You
what
also
happens to
basically
red.
vanish from sight.
What happens
But
to
the
the rope?
rope.
Rope goes slack.
Oh damn!
But as you pop in, you land on solid ground. You also land. So you've been hanging here for about 10 minutes while they've been figuring this out.
I know.
In that amount of time,
Do you understand the pump that I have right now?
in that amount of time, you've been hanging on like this, and you hear you start to get really nervous, but then you start to hear the floor seems like it's sliding back into place.
Okay, so then
What if you
he
guys
pops
push
and
the
lands.
3 levers up?
We don't know, like, we're gonna find out other guys.
Well, now, so now we have someone with some form of intelligence
Well, at
here
least we
and
have
some
a rope.
investigative skills.
yeah, investigate.
Okay,
so,
I mean, you could do process of elimination.
Yeah, that's what I did before.
Oh my God.
See where that got me.
so I should roll. I'm gonna investigate the whole
all
room,
3 levers.
including
I'll
the
try
levers.
that.
Okay.
That's tiny ass room.
They all
So.
been
Okay.
breathing individually.
Alright, should I roll or? 20.
Ooh.
Well,
Natural-
nat 20,
nat
so
20.
that's
Nat
gonna be a.
It's
Yeah.
a success.
So as you're kind of checking the ceiling, right?
Yep.
Okay, so as you're checking the ceiling, you kind of knock on it.
Yep.
It's hollow. hollowy, as in there's probably some space up there. The only thing is that you're not quite sure how to get into that space up above. I mean, it doesn't look like there's any really obvious. Doesn't really seem to be like any obvious way to go back up. But you can tell that there is a hollow area.
Well, do I learn anything about the levers? Or
Now Red and Tridus are stuck in Area 7,
from
the
what, Berg can tell
Forsaken
you.
prison.
Hey, don't pull all 3 down at the same time.
Don't.
None of them seem to do anything individually.
what kind of weapon do you have, Bergie?
Sword and shield.
Sword and shield?
The flaming tongue, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, also.
Did you fall into the burning ring of fire?
How good is your shield?
What do you want to know?
It's the.
So if the ceiling's hollow and I'm tiny,
it's the Spellguard shield.
and he has a sweet shield, like, do we just have Paladin put shield up and then smash ceiling with sword and see what happens?
Unfortunately, what they don't
Like, is that a thing
realize
we
about
can
this
do?
is
I don't
the
know.
ceiling
bash
will
the
space
ceiling with your
that
shield.
will
Yeah.
eventually
I'm
lead
wondering
to a
if-
one-way door
I
which
guess
opens to
I
the
guess you
pit
could. You make
side
an attack against the
to one of the pit traps.
I mean, yeah, because he said it's hollow. We don't learn anything. Well, all we learn about the levers is not put all 3 of them down. I mean, we could dick with the levers some more and maybe throw all 3 of them up. Because I mean, I suppose
They have a
if 3
chance
down
of
opens
getting
the
out
floor,
of this,
maybe
but they're
3
gonna
up
have
opens
to
the
know
ceiling.
exactly
What do
where
you-
they
yeah,
are,
what are you guys
they're
doing?
doing, and
Do we want
exactly
to try
how
3
they
up?
need to get out
Yeah,
of
let's try
this.
3 up. Alright.
I don't know if this team
Alright,
can
so
do
I'm
it.
gonna throw all 3 of the levers up.
All right. As you do so, you hear a click, and then you do see that the upper portion it opens up, and it doesn't open up by much. Like you probably get another 3 feet of space, but then you do also see you open it up, and it's about 15 feet across, about 3 feet more space. Kind of you can climb up and crawl through, but then you do see that there does appear to be what looks like some kind of like indents or things like that. Looks like maybe a ladder that you can climb.
The ceiling is, of course, 10 feet above them, so getting up to it is going to be a challenge.
I am going to. I have these eyes of the eagle. Can we look up what they do again?
Eyes of the eagle. I think that just gives you advantage on perception checks.
Yeah.
Can't remember, so let me send the article. Brady, can you cast any kind of light thing?
I cast Nimbus before, and now I'm burnt out. But I think
Yeah, you have advantage on perception checks that
But
are
I
in insight.
I think my flame tongue still has a
Yeah,
passive
flame-
light ability.
Well, yeah, flame tongue, like you flick it on, and yeah, you have a light.
Flame on.
Yeah, you got your big sword lit.
Flame on.
See, I'm kind of an idiot, but I brought some cool stuff with me.
Leroy, make fire!
If you're just joining us, Sword City Limited and
Yeah, so you guys, you
Pop
guys
Samurai are
do manage to
playing
find a way to.
Horrors
I'm just gonna fast forward through this.
for
You managed to
Extra
find a
Life
way to
Day,
climb back up
charity
and crawl
where
out.
Gamers help
Actually,
kids.
from this space here.
Okay.
Oh,
So
what?
we're back to where we started.
How about that?
So now there's this fucking devil face.
Yes. Now there is this. Now there is
Hey,
this.
guys.
review.
Welcome back, Bergie.
Okay, so my guess is
See how
probably. I would have to guess that somebody's going to have to stick their hand in that devil mouth.
Not doing it.
I'm using persuasion.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
not,
using persuasion.
you're not going to use persuade. Actually, how long does your divine sense last?
It's
forever.
divine sense.
We're
No,
not
it's
using persuasion.
right at the same time, but I can blow a divine sense too. So I'll just do divine sense.
You get an overwhelming sense of desecration coming from that mouth.
Okay.
Oh.
Can I use Divine Smite?
No, that's probably not a good idea. But
Can we like send someone down a different
Oh.
trap floor? Like just hook the rope to someone else?
Sam goes
I mean,
trip everything.
Stop sacrificing
So
people.
here's the thing. You guys know where all the trap floors are. You can just flip them up.
oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. As you
was right.
flip these up, you do see
I
that
was right.
really the only one that appears to look like just a pit is the one that you two had climbed out of.
Oh,
The
sweet.
other ones appear to have spikes at the bottom. They're not very deep. They're about 30 feet deep.
Okay.
Okay.
Without an obvious way to.
Okay,
climb.
Those
so
are
guys,
all sorts of
let's do
depths.
this. Let's put a pin in this devil door for now because there was another door back by those Anubis frescoes.
Where?
Okay.
Right?
So go back to the frescoes.
Yeah. I mean, because we're just banging our heads against a
devil
desecrated
door?
devil door. We might need something from that other room to go past it.
Yep. So okay.
Rob
so
with a
you want to move back towards
suspiciously
this door.
good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys
almost
will.
as though
Are
he's
man,
read
you
this
guys can
module
manage to like
before.
secure the floor a little bit better, so you can actually step on this.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It won't take you that long to do. It's fine. Yeah. This door. This door here. I mean, it does actually look like the first real door you've come across. For a change.
Rogue, you want to do your duty and check the traps?
Yeah, I will investigate that door. $23.
Not traps.
Okay.
Gonna go ahead and open the door then.
Alright, as you open the door, you just come across a kind of a short hallway. There's a door at the other end.
Someone want to use some kind of like perception or something.
Yeah, I'll do a perception check. I'm feeling lucky. I'm gonna do a perception, see if I see anything amiss in this. Yeah, well, maybe you still can because I only got a 13.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, please.
Okay. 15
Oh, that's
plus
way better.
17.
Yeah. So you got
32.
32. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're examining the door in this hallway?
No, we're just searching for traps in the hallway.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. You don't see. It just looks like a normal hallway.
All right.
Yeah, 32. Yeah, normal hallway.
Just
The only weird part about it is
door
that
at
it's
the
a
end of
creepy
it.
crypt.
Okay.
That's about all.
In a tomb of horrors.
Creepy.
Yes,
Alright.
pretty much.
We'll see what happens.
Alright, guys. Let's go to that other door, huh?
All right.
Rogue, do your thing.
I vote someone charges in first because
Well, I wanna check the door for
I am
traps, and then I'll go
going.
first.
Uh,
That's good.
19 plus 11.
Yeah, 30.
Yeah.
30 to check traps on the other door.
No traps.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open the door.
All right.
Door open. Ooh, more of a room.
All right. As you do,
What's a bigger
what
hallway?
appears.
Look at some fucking combat scene.
All right.
So as you guys, and how are you guys moving? So
I'm going in first, and I'm gonna stand right at the intersection
now
where it
in
goes
combat.
from the four squares to
You take
widen up.
armed
So
Is
is
that
that
another
here?
door right there?
Yep, right there. And I'd
What a
suggest
waste
maybe
then.
Bergie come
This
stand
room.
next to me.
Flanking.
Yeah.
So like that.
Yep, and then everybody behind us.
Okay. How do you want to be, Jelani? Is that good for you?
You have no control over
Right
it.
behind,
Really not.
Yeah.
right behind Bergie.
And put Dylan in, and then Sam in the very back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you
Alright.
got your magic spell if we are.
I do have a question though.
Sure.
When the two came crawling out of the trap false floor, did they describe to us what happened on the inside?
Yeah. Did you guys describe what you saw?
No, we've been drinking.
Sure.
Bergie was drunk, but I told him what.
You should check for traps in this area.
Well, there might be
Because
monsters.
there were false floors all over in the other hallway, and now we have like this huge opening the same width as the other hallway.
That's true.
All right. Yeah, as you guys are kind of starting to look around in this particular vicinity, you actually do see an interesting-looking statue of a four-armed gargoyle,
Oh.
and it does actually appear to come to life
Ah!
Oh
Spring
no.
of fire.
and spring towards you. I'm gonna have you guys
Can I just become a bat?
Roll initiative?
Yeah.
I'm not going first.
12.
What do I add for?
You roll your +5.
19.
All right. I'll go around. I'll go around and get everybody. So what's yours?
14.
14.
Wait, so I have to do this plus
21.
that?
Yep, 20.
Okay, 21.
21. Grumbledore.
I got a whole 2.
2. Okay.
Sweet.
Red.
Finally, I'm not.
I got 19.
19. Jelani?
I got an 18.
18. Okay. And the gargoyle.
Once again, if you're just joining us, this is the Tomb of Horrors, presented by Rivet City Limited in conjunction with Pop Samurai for Extra Life.
Because
The team has explored the first two entrances, the first two false entrances. They have since come in the correct entrance. They have identified the pit traps. They have gone all the way down. If you are familiar with this, they have encountered the face of the Great Green Devil. Nobody has put their hand in its mouth yet.
Or your dex.
Two
What's your dex
characters fall into the Forsaken Prison from the
Alright,
vapor swirling mists.
I'm going to vicious mockery.
They were able to find their way out of there, and then they doubled back.
I believe that's a wisdom saving throw on my end. What's your...
That's
I
where we
believe so.
are.
What's your
Great
spell save?
combat.
Spell save is 19.
19. Okay, well, you rolled a 4, so that didn't work. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yep, and that's just 1d4. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but
I think it was more than 1d4.
no, it's I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's just 1d4. Vicious Mockery doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does put him in disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah, actually, it'll be 44. You roll 44 damage.
Oh,
for that.
okay.
Yeah.
So
And
Vicious
cantrip,
Mockery,
cantrip.
of course, going
Oh,
up,
that's right. Attack cantrips
for
level up.
Okay.
So yeah, 44 damage.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But you get to re-roll this dice because you're lucky. 8, 15.
15 points of damage.
15. Yep.
Okay. Second here. Okay.
You
Alright.
and
He's got disadvantage.
yep, he has disadvantage on the next attack roll before it's end of his next turn.
All right.
This gargoyle, of
Next
course,
then
part one of
is
two.
red.
The secondary part to this is the three-armed statue. Just a few moves away.
Because I've got a bow.
We'll see if they get
so
there.
I'm thinking about using
I don't know if we're gonna have enough time.
You are within range. You can see him.
enough, so these are
I
your, like
can-
your
I can see
danger,
him?
You
danger
can,
spells.
I can see him. He's not
you
close
could
enough for
do
my
that. Hex
daggers.
is a good
Does
idea.
my sneak attack
Right
come into
now.
play?
No. No.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my bow and take a shot at that guy.
Okay.
It's gonna be a well, 1d8.
Well, you roll to attack first.
Okay, so how do I do that?
1d20
So you roll your d20.
What?
You add your.
proficiency bonus.
Alright,
So
so
you're proficient
it's
with
gonna
that
be a
bow.
17.
17, and then your dex bonus.
Which is 5.
22.
22. Okay. That hits. Roll damage.
Alright, and so that's where I roll the 1d8.
Yep. That's a d10.
Oh, that's d10.
Yep. 8's the diamond-shaped ones.
Like this?
We're professionals, everyone.
Here, no, here. Just roll that. Alright. No, that's a d10.
Right.
Just roll that one.
Bear with us, as we
4.
said before. We have a number of new
Plus your
players.
dex bonus, so 9.
Their absolute first time
Alright,
ever
this
playing
is a,
Dungeons and Dragons is through this legendary
It's a short
module.
And
First
not a
created
crossbow,
in
so
the
he
late
gets the-
70s by the late great Gary Gygax,
So-
the Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah,
This
as
is
you
the
shoot the
new
arrow at
one,
it.
that
Does
we have pulled
you're
out
a
of
little,
the
you're a little
Tales from
taken
the
aback. You
Yawning
think that
Portal
it should have done maybe a
for
little bit
5th
more
edition.
damage.
This one is much more forgiving than the original.
All right. Okay.
We'll see
Then moving down the. Did you want to move at all?
This combat plays out.
I will stay in position.
Okay. All right. Next up then is going to be Jelani. Jelani, you're up.
Hey guys. Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh hey.
Oh hey. Hi. So can we just how many people have attacked already again?
2.
Two people. So Sam and Red have gone. You're up next.
Okay. How
Nobody
many
holding
how many
action.
points of damage have they done already?
How
You
much
did
more damage?
11.
I did 15.
15,
15.
15 and 9, so 24.
24 approximately.
How much more damage can this
Let
thing
me
take?
see.
You're not sure?
Yeah, we don't know.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm gonna say in my most paladinly voice, Hold strong and fight, friend.
I see. Can you describe the creature to me one more time?
It is a 4-armed gargoyle.
Okay, I'm going to walk right up to the creature.
You're gonna walk right up.
No!
5, 10, 15. So kind of like sitting kitty corner from it, like that.
Just whatever, just like right up into it, you know.
Yeah, that's within its range.
Jelani taking the diplomatic approach.
Just for the sake of time, I'm going to cast my 9th level spell, Power Word Kill.
Okay.
And,
Using one of the
utter
most powerful
word
spells in
of
the game
power
on this
to
monster.
Instantly kill the creature.
Okay.
And,
And this word is.
moist.
Like that, right? Like a metal.
Jelani's power word kill is indeed
Yeah, he's dead.
moist.
Yeah, good.
And I say, and I turn around and I look at the crew and I say, "Oh, dunsies."
Oh wait.
Can I at least just hit the body?
Yeah, yeah. Basically, as you utter the word moist, it actually looks like the stonework of it, like its skin kind of appears to perspirate, like water does appear, and it does kind of like
Yeah, I did. Didn't
slump
I?
over and just kind of lose the will to live.
Next time you rob me of a fight, Jelani, I am going to use my sentinel and stop your action, stop your movement. Okay, that's.
I'm sorry. I thought we were trying to move through the dungeon.
Bro.
Jelani with the obvious.
Alright, I'm gonna try to reveal a little bit.
Good for
I'm not here for
him.
much loot. I'm here for love.
Why did you say moist to a gargoyle? Actually, you know what? Never mind.
Because he would do anything for love, but he won't do that.
Listen. I saw this
All right.
thing once, the 5th element, and the true answer was love the whole time.
Is anybody going to examine the body of this gargoyle that was given up on?
With my flame tongue.
All right, make an investigation check. You can stab it with the flame tongue.
I mean, maybe.
Okay,
I'm
so
making a
roll for
investigation.
critical hit damage. I mean, it's dead.
13.
Okay, yeah, it's more dead.
Yes.
You kill it more, you monster.
I rolled a 19 for an investigation check.
19?
on the body.
Okay.
After it.
14, that should reveal
Who else is investigating?
just about everything this body has
can.
has to tell.
I'm actually. What's your investigation?
Whether
11?
or
No, your
not,
a 0. What is your? What is
Dan,
your?
the GM,
My
will allow them
intimidation
to
is 11.
My investigation
understand
is
how
plus
the
8.
language
Okay,
is
I'm actually gonna
on this
assist
body.
you. So,
is entirely
assist you in it.
different.
Wait, I can't. Is anybody trained in investigation?
No.
I am.
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Thank you for asking.
you might want to assist Dylan. then.
You killed it.
Jelani, go ahead and make an investigation check as well. So you rolled a 19.
Jelani quickly becoming a star player.
Okay, alright.
Sure.
Every move
Well, I
he's
mean,
making turns out
Since
to
you're
be
taking anything
well
I
thought
can do
out.
away from me.
I feel like we're growing closer as friends. 24, baby.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, as you guys kind of look around, the only real thing of note that you see on this gargoyle is that he's actually wearing what looks like a dog collar almost.
What?
It's a dog collar, but it's studded with like 10 gleaming gems. And on closer inspection, they look to be like blue quartz stones.
Oh, he was into a little bit of bondage, huh?
You estimate that the stones are worth approximately 100 gold pieces each.
Split
Yeah,
them.
Who's appraising
Let's
this?
split them between each other. Wait, how many gems are there?
Whose black market experience do you have?
How many of us are there? 5.
saying.
We each get 2.
I can fence those for us.
Let's split
I
them so
am
we
the
each get
criminal
2.
nigga.
Alright.
Hey, Dylan, I am actually lawful judge.
I
so,
don't think
I
we
don't
need to
decide.
fence
You're
items
welcome,
that we came across
Oh.
legally. Just
Of course
saying,
not.
just saying it's not.
I mean, you did.
Well, we're trespassing in a crypt. So
No,
I'm
we're
sure-
not. We were told to go here.
You guys are adventurers.
So,
Yeah, whose dumb idea was
what
this
are
in
we
the
gonna?
first place?
We're taking these stones.
Besides, we're
I'm
not
gonna-
criminals.
I wanna
Jelani's
split
the
them.
only
There's 5 of us
murderer in
and
this
10
group.
gems, so
How
why don't we
many-
each
That's
get 2?
right, I did know.
So let's split the gems up then, 2 apiece.
Yeah.
Rob
Okay.
and
Yeah, so
Rob
each of you gets a
slash
blue quartz
Grumbledore,
gem,
a
2
little
blue
bit cranky
blue
that
quartz
he didn't
gems,
get his time to
and then you
shine
just
in this
have a
fight.
leather collar.
Mm.
We'll give Grumbledore
I'll
the
hang
leather
on to
collar.
that.
Okay,
Oh,
Sam is opting to take the leather collar.
Savage showing her
Okay.
alternative
And as you,
lifestyle
yeah, and
side.
as you kind of look,
You look beautiful in it.
Thank you.
and as you look
Good
further
for
into this
her.
room, what you see is mostly just more sets of doors. Like you see, basically 2 sets of doors kind of
Nobody-
in the
The
very
corners.
south,
Nobody has examined the
southeast corner.
and found the riddle.
One going to the east, one going to the south.
I vote someone checks the one going to the south.
Yeah, how do you guys want to? Yeah, because you guys are kind of now fully. Yeah, you guys are kind of fully into this room here.
I
So.
want to go up and open it.
You know that collar goes with my studded leather, whatever.
Are you
Yes.
opening it?
I'm gonna go up to the door and I'm gonna open it with flame tongue.
Okay, so which door are you?
South
door. South door.
Okay, so you're going to attack the door with
I
flame
mean, I
tongue.
could.
Okay,
This could be fun.
so I mean there is just a handle that you can pull. like.
Right, it's opting for the hard option
Can we
to
use
try and
our
open the
original
door.
method from the first area we tried going in and just tie the rope around it and pull?
I mean, you could.
I'm just gonna go up and open it like a normal person.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right.
If you
So as you
want
open
to,
up this door, it opens up into a 10 by 10 room with nothing really in it aside from another door.
See? Now you can tie your rope to the door.
Yeah. You guys- yeah. See, he has seen
Only
a
way to
door that he has
successfully
conquered.
navigate
Investigate for
this
traps.
area
I would
is
like to
to
check
find
the
all
door
the
for anything
doors
suspicious.
and to correctly identify how to open them.
If you want.
We'll see what happens.
18.
Yep, 10 by 10 room.
Alright. I'll open the door then.
Okay. So you move. So you're gonna move into this next room.
Yeah.
Suddenly pitch right. No, I'm kidding. No, that'd be.
And you're dead.
Yeah. All right. As you get to this door, you open it up, and again a 10 by 10 room with a door now facing to the east.
I'm going in.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going in.
I am going
Yes.
through the door.
I am opening the door.
Why are there so many doors?
Pride is making his
I'm
rounds
sure
through
we'll
the
find
doors.
out when Leroy there plunges through the fucking door.
All right.
Okay, so
You open the door,
Yeah.
and
He, of
inside you
course,
see.
is
No, you see
taking to his role like
Again,
a fish to water.
a 10 by 10 room with a door facing to the north.
Okay, so I did my part.
Oh my god.
Alright, well,
Can we just back out and just go to the east?
let's see what's going. I'll go
Keep
open the
going,
next
go to
door.
the
Yeah.
north
yeah.
one, the
Hey,
north
Giovanni,
door.
you can open this one.
Hello?
Hey, yeah, you open
Yeah,
this
go
one.
open that door.
Yeah.
You want to open up that door, the one that's just opened up to the north?
Or do you want to open the east one that you're
Wait.
next to already?
Wait, okay, wait.
Yeah, you're
What
next
am
to
I?
that door.
Wait, who was
Not
that
even
then?
me?
That I moved
I
you
know,
to that
I'm-
door to the north, or the one that's facing the north.
Yeah, real quick, before I do anything, can I investigate this room I'm in?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Jelani has the right idea.
That would be a 22.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, these as you've kind of been looking through these rooms, you guys are being a lot more cautious about kind of stepping through here, making sure that everything looks to be okay. So far, none of these rooms appear to be trapped in any way.
No traps,
No traps.
markings, no anything?
Nope, nothing.
Nothing unusual?
Yep.
Okay. I look at the door and I find out whether it says push or pull, and then I open the door.
It's actually one of those handicap buttons.
So actually, what you have to do is you have to grab it from the top and pull it down.
Yes.
And then as you open up this door, on the other side is a room, another 10 by 10 room with a door at the end.
So is that a door to the left there, or what is that?
No, that's a wall.
Can we just search for some secret doors in this little area, like
Ceiling doors or floor doors?
floor
Or more
door?
door?
Hop out the floor door with my
Floor
4-4.
I mean, you could you can make an investigation check.
Looks like
I'm-
Rob is
I'm
metagaming
hinting at our
just a
rogue
little
who's
bit,
supposed to be
Oh, well,
searching these things.
I'm just.
judging the size of the balls against
Next time we
what's
throw it on the
actually
floor
on
and
the
keep
screen.
it.
12 plus 12 plus 7, or not 7, 12 plus 8, 20.
20. You kind of just, sorry. You're kind of just checking every room at this point.
Yeah, trying to figure out what the hell this little honeycomb is.
Gotcha. So as you've been doing that, hello.
No love for the
hi.
announcer.
Hi, Chase.
None whatsoever.
Hey, buddy.
Chase is
No
all the way
photos
outside the room.
at all.
Yeah, Chase is now walking back to
Sorry.
provide some additional
Aw,
commentary.
sulking.
He's probably wondering why we haven't gotten too far into this
Oh
dungeon.
my god.
This is an utter
yeah,
disaster.
so basically you open up into this room.
I hope they
you
all
don't
die.
appear to find anything that looks like a secret door.
See, I told you we should have gone east.
So in that fourth
Did I not say
cube,
that?
there is
Yes.
nothing. We just hit a wall.
I
Looks like there's a door on the other side of that.
Okay, well, I want to open that door then.
There's a wall behind it.
God damn it.
Yeah, it really is that dumb.
Okay,
can we just open that? Who is standing next to me right here? Who is that?
That's Grumbledore.
Hey, do you want to open that door?
Which door?
The east
the
door.
one that.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So as you open up this door,
That door to the east, the first one that has a secret room in it, or a secret door in it. We'll see if they find it.
it does appear to be a 10 by 10 room, but there does not appear to be anything really beyond it. It looks like just walls.
Wait for it.
Okay.
There. Hold on.
I'm still waiting.
Not you. Sorry.
Oh.
So this ends up going like nowhere, basically.
Alright.
Alright, so this is
you're
pretty
gonna-
much forcing us back to the devil's face. So
you're going back into here. Are you going to investigate? Well, this door. This
I'll
other door is
investigate the room.
Okay.
18.
Not enough
Yeah. You're
to
looking for
find the
secret
secret door.
Secret doors, anything at this point.
Yeah.
We're concerned it's a dead end, so I'm trying to prove it not a dead end.
Can I join my friends in the small room?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of looking around.
Which small room? There's multiple small rooms.
This new one. That's
Oh
open.
my! You found a secret small room. I love it.
Yeah. Are you gonna are you gonna investigate this room as well?
My question is because I don't know what this means. I have a spell. As I do.
Yeah.
There's this spell called Find the Path. What does that mean?
Find the path. Yeah, let me look that up.
Means exactly what it sounds like.
So Find the Path is a 6th level spell. It allows you to find the shortest, most direct physical route to a specific fixed location that you are familiar with on the same plane of existence. So Find the Path is like, oh, you want to know how you get back to the village.
Unfortunately, this spell will not help them right
It has to
now.
be an area that I know of.
Yes, a place that you have visited before, basically.
Oh,
But
visit.
good thinking
Yeah.
on Jelani's part.
Got it.
Really diving into this character.
Secondary question.
Sure.
Okay. Roger that.
Roger.
Sorry, guys. No, I lost it. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Let's just go back to the devil face.
I mean,
Well,
Listen, guys. I don't think that's a good idea.
well, go ahead and roll for investigation. So we'll both investigate this room together, make sure it's nothing, and then we should head
Okay.
back to the devil face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you
Looks
guys are
like
actually
they have
going to be
2
rolling,
votes
who's
to
going to
head
make the
back to
investigation
the,
roll?
I
face of the
already
Green
rolled
Devil.
one of you should.
If you are as Red is assisting you in looking around, Jelani, you will have advantage on this
Yep.
roll.
That's something you guys can.
I will.
Yep.
Yes. So any time that anybody offers to assist on a check like this, you would get advantage.
So for those of you who are not familiar with it, what advantage is, that
bonus.
means that they roll 2 dice,
No, I think it's a
2
plus 2 bonus if
d20
they're not
or 2
trained in it.
20-sided die,
But if they're
and take
trained,
the higher
then it's
of the 2
advantage.
results.
let's see,
Obviously,
that
the
was
opposite of this would be
7.
disadvantage, where they roll 2 dice and take
But you have
the lower
advantage,
of
so
the
you
2
get to
results.
Wait, 7 plus my. I keep forgetting what my numbers are. I'm sorry. 7.
Rolling with advantage here
I'm doing
can be
investigation.
obviously
Yes,
extraordinarily
investigation.
powerful.
So 7 plus 12, which is what? I'm
19.
sorry.
That's a 19.
Okay, so
Was
yeah,
that the
so
high?
19, 'cause
that was
the
it?
other roll was a 2.
Oh, the other roll is a 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, between the two of you, Red, you kind of get an idea that it looks like there might be something here, and kind of as you both are looking at it together, you do actually manage to find that there does appear to be what looks like a passage beyond here. You kind of get a feeling of air, like an airflow through some of the cracks.
Tried as being an absolute rock star and giving the commentator
just kind
an
of,
apple
at this point,
so he
trying to
can
look
keep
for a
his
way to
strength
get it
up
open. And
through
you're
this
kind of
whole
looking
debacle.
around and investigating. You do manage to find a kind of a way for you both to grip onto the top of it, and kind of like with kind of putting away a hideaway bed, are able to push it down and open up a in fact a secret door.
Dan, the Masked
Oh, that
Gamer,
was a good idea.
cutting the players some slack on this one.
Vegetable tray out there?
Yeah.
So which one was the secret door? Which way?
It was the door to the south.
Vegetables.
And so you guys are able to go through, and you get this. And,
sweet.
Yeah, and you actually will continue to feel that current of air as you guys continue to move through this area. Is anybody else going to be following?
Who is?
So it's you
with
and so it's you and Red so far. Is anybody else following them?
Yes, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm a man.
You're all going to go in.
I'm a paladin.
All right. You're gonna let them like lead the charge on this. For you guys just let them lead the charge. Okay.
Alright,
So I guess that I turn to Red and I say, "Do you feel that current?
yeah.
We're finding secrets, baby. Let's keep going."
Yeah,
All right.
So we're gonna investigate again together then, right?
Okay. Before you do that. Okay. No. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Both of you make investigation checks. And you know what? You both will have advantage since you kind of have an idea of what you're looking for.
24.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, that was a natural
There we go.
20, so.
Oh yeah.
They're slowly working their way through
Yeah.
the
So
complex
you
of
do manage
secret
to find it.
doors.
So you're kind of like examining more of the middle of the wall, and he manages to like somehow in some sort of savant fashion you're like checking the wall, and as you do, you manage to actually swivel the wall open.
I'm like Rain Man with walls.
What? This is for the kids, everybody. For the kids. And as you guys are moving through here, as well as you hear like a trigger go off every 6 seconds. Every time it does, a shower of darts falls through.
Well, this isn't necessarily a trap. This is just a mechanism.
It appears to be more of a mechanism than a real trap.
So
A
darts.
shower of darts.
Okay. But yeah, but it's mostly you hear them at various intervals, but none of them seem to really be anywhere near getting close to hitting you at all.
Okay,
They kind of split. They kind of like bounce off of armor and things like that.
Okay.
So
So
nothing.
it's more of a distraction, something to like turn you away from that
Nothing really.
direction.
Yeah, nothing really of consequence. So as you guys are kind of moving through here.
Bolts from above.
So I
Dan
went
is
through the
obviously
wall.
rolling pretty low. They have a 50-50 shot to hit somebody.
Yes, do
And then
the.
And if they do, they have to. The character in question has to take a DC 20 Dex
So we're
check
investigating again?
or take 5
Yeah.
piercing
Together as a
damage.
team.
As
Holding
it's
hands.
investigate.
Unfortunately, there is no way to keep.
So you
these
went again.
bolts
You'll have
from
advantage
firing.
on this check.
So I got a
That
20.
was another natural 20.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
This,
I got a-
this,
I got an
this
Now
unnatural
the funny
series
thing
of
is,
complex,
Jelani,
this complex of
you
secret
could be
doors.
you could be rolling nat ones for all I know, and I would just have to believe it because I can't see what you're rolling.
Well,
Listen,
you can
I
use
think
the
it'd be funny
after roll,
if I was
can't
failing, but listen, it's I keep succeeding.
All the broccoli.
My apologies.
No, I
The-
believe
the
you. It's
complex of
perfectly
secret
fine.
doors is one
Yeah,
of the
you
very
guys
few
you guys
rooms
managed
that
to
has not changed
you find
from one
a
version to the next.
you kind of try to feel around. You're trying to feel around the top. You're trying to push it along the side. You kind of go towards the bottom. You do manage to catch hold of something, and as you lift, you kind of have to pull it towards you. You like open it up like a old school garage door.
Roll top.
Yeah, roll top. Yeah, you have to kind of open. Yeah, you kind of pull it out and open it up and pull it back in to get this next area open.
Characters are slowly but surely making their way through.
Nope, still not. Wow, I am rolling like hot garbage on this.
Hot garbage.
All right, so yeah, as you enter into here, you now have entered into a longer hallway, 10 by 15.
Oh, dang.
Still no real obvious way to get around. But yeah, you guys want to continue the investigation checks, and you know I'll just have you. I won't move you guys. I know where you'll be, so go ahead and just make your rolls.
Start the nat 20.
Yep. You managed to get the other door open. I'm not even going to tell you how you managed to get that one open. You just do.
You just do.
Just think about it.
10 by 10 room, another door, another round of investigation checks. Really quick here. No.
Alright, that one was not as good. That's 16.
16. With advantage.
No, roll it again. We get to keep the best of the team.
Jelani, you as well. Rolling the investigation with advantage.
Alright, that's gonna be 24.
24.
Magic number here is 20.
What did you get, Fred?
I got a 24.
Yeah, I only got like a 19.
Okay. Yeah, but between the two of you, you are able to find the next door. Hold on my mouse. There we go. All right. Gonna get to a longer hall, kind of a shorter hallway. Goes up. Go ahead and make another round of investigation checks. Wow.
If I had to catch it, do I roll it again?
Yeah, fall off the table. You
That was only a 15.
with advantage.
I'll re-roll.
So 15.
16.
16. Okay, Jelani.
Yep.
If you're just joining us, this is
your
the Tour
rolls
of Horrors
with advantage
presented by
investigation.
Rivet City Limited in conjunction with
Okay,
Pop
sure.
Samurai for Extra
You're
Life
just kind
Day,
of keeping on at this point.
the charity for children.
Okay, that's
We as gamers, we
16
as
plus
Rivet
12,
City
that's,
Limited will be
28.
gaming here for the next
Okay.
until midnight tonight.
So you slide, yeah.
In an effort to raise
you
money
slide the
for
door.
the
You find
Children's
kind
Miracle
of a catch
Network
to it. You slide it to
hospitals.
the left. And yeah. So the very last one here.
This last one is the most.
It's actually a little bit
difficult
more
of all.
obvious. Like there appear to be studs in the wall.
He says obvious.
Like
Dang studs.
Yeah, like seven. Like they look like basically
But
like
this is the
Me,
trickiest.
little me's.
like a baseball size.
I was gonna make a
Like
comment.
basically like a baseball size
It's kind of like the leather I'm
7
wearing.
of these that are
It's
lined
stunning.
along this wall.
Roger that.
I got a lot of leather right now.
Oh, alright.
Looking a lot like Rob Halford.
All right, so you got this wall in front of you that has 7 basically spherical bulges, like zits, pretty much sticking out of the wall. What are you going to do?
What are these? Are they like metallic? Are they?
Made out of stone. Or studs, I guess they're metal. Yeah.
Can they be pressed?
Yeah. I mean, you walk up to one, you push a button, or you push it. Looks pressable. Nothing happens.
Do we want to examine them
No,
to
I'm
see
glad
if
to take this over. I
they're
don't like
there's
trouble.
some kind of lock mechanism or? 'Cause, you know, you said they're pressish.
Yeah.
So-
Go ahead and. Yeah, I'll go ahead and make an investigation check. This one won't be with advantage. Red.
24.
You get the idea that it might be like a way to open the door. Yeah. Maybe it looks like a way to open up a way from the other side.
The way to open this door, of course, is to press all 7
These make any noise
studs.
when they're pressed?
Unfortunately,
Correct,
if you just
yeah.
press 1
No,
and
do
7,
they make any noise?
the door will fall in.
Not like a musical tone or something?
And it
No,
will deal
it's
You can't
damage.
play like La Cucaracha.
No, you cannot play La Cucaracha.
Can the bards play La Cucaracha?
Well, you can.
You guys can play. Do you have instruments with you?
She
yeah,
does.
I have an
The bards
instrument.
can
I
always
have a
play La
neck
Cucaracha.
for
That
drum
is
engine.
always.
It's a magical bardic instrument. Yeah.
Even more
Yes.
so
You
would
can
be
play
La
La
Bamba.
Cucaracha. All I got is this loot. I don't have a fancy like $8,000 model instrument.
I like to think it is an actual.
Jelani, do you want to play La Cucaracha with me? And we'll just see if
I'm
the
ready
door's
for
open.
this,
Yeah, so you got these. Yeah, so you got this door with 7 buttons. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna push the 7th button.
Okay.
Nothing happens. Oh, I'm gonna push each button in order backwards from 7 to 1 and see if any feel different or I hear anything.
No.
How about 1 to
Just
7?
you push a button and it'll click, and as you let go of the button, it clicks back.
Well, there's 5 left. What if we each take a button so we can push all 7 at the same time?
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
well, it is a 10 by 10 hallway, or it's a 10 by 10 room. So
Yeah, but they're small, so they can fit in ours.
that's
And
a good
there's
point.
Okay, listen. We got 1, 2, 3, 4,
I think-
5, 6, 7, 8.
I think Tridus should just
No, you,
chest
yeah,
bump the whole wall.
yeah. Basically, if 4 of you,
Leroy Jenkins.
if 4 of you who are small gather up together,
Yep.
you'll be able to press all 7 of the buttons at the same time. Who are the people that are going to be pressing the buttons?
Me, Bergie, and I guess just us 4. We're all here.
Okay. Yeah, Jelani, you're gonna watch as this happens while
Wait,
while
why
everybody
do I have
over
to push
at the.
buttons?
Oh,
Because-
they volunteered you. Do you want to? Do you
We've
want
been
to?
press gang.
Rob,
You
with
want-
a
you wanna
really
keep
solid
watching?
idea.
Yo,
here.
actually,
Sam
that'll
pushing
be the
back
that'll be
on
the
it.
smart.
We'll see
Yeah,
what
actually,
happens.
You really do that?
You did it. You did it twice, ladies and gentlemen.
You
You've
just
done it
slipped
twice.
that in there.
What?
I will
What
have
did I
the 4
miss?
of you
Yeah.
make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, wait, because everybody's gonna get a big bonus to their saving throws, because, well, me and Bergie are here.
Yeah.
All the characters making saving
Our-
throws right now.
our
Looks like
auras.
he finally struck with one of the traps.
They give you
Target number is DC
Yes.
20.
advantage on saving throws.
Yeah, Aura of Protection. Whenever a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw, creature gains bonus to the saving throw equal to your Charisma modifier with a minimum bonus of +1. We must be conscious. At 18th level, it responds to 13 feet. So everybody gets a +5 to their dex save.
So.
Oh, okay.
And I
So
still
it's like a
have...
+5 on top of the other.
Yep, so you get
whatever
plus
Damage
you
you're
do.
doing
Yeah,
is
and you've already got
There's
11, so that's
nothing that they
21.
really
You're
have
probably
to
gonna
worry
make it.
about. They're all 20th level.
Alright,
Everybody
so-
walked
rolls in
into
that
this
one.
adventure
so
with a
I rolled a
pre-gen
9.
20th level
I've
character.
got, so how do I figure out my dex saving?
Quite
So
the way to
you're
start
you're
out,
proficient in it,
okay, you're
so you had
proficient in
D&D
6,
career, if you
5,
ask me.
plus 9. So you got 20.
20, and then I
Again,
get your
the
buff
only
of
veteran
5.
D&D
Yep,
player we
25.
have right
Yeah.
now is
25.
Rob.
What'd you roll?
I
Rob,
rolled
who's
a
had a lot of good ideas.
28
Not as
with
many as
Bergie's
Jelani.
bonus.
Jelani,
Oh, I
who
haven't
has
rolled yet.
been
Oh no!
just
shit, the
an
bed.
Oh my
absolute
God.
rock star.
Oh God, it smells in
Let's try
here.
again.
We haven't been talking much, but a lot of the actions and a lot of
I'm gonna
the things that he has done.
Hold on.
Stratus,
Significantly
Wait.
advanced.
Wait a second, because she's lucky
wait.
because she's a halfling, and she might get to re-roll that.
Didn't she already spend her lucky on a different roll?
It doesn't. I don't think it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't go between.
No.
Between that. So let me just check this
Okay, you'll have to
quick.
double check that because I'm pretty sure she gets that once.
Halfling trait. So lucky is no when a one. No, it just says when you roll a 1 on the d20 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll the die and you must use the new roll. It doesn't say anything about once per day. It's just a halfling trait.
Okay.
So re-roll your die.
Woo!
If it's a 1 again, I'm gonna laugh.
That would be fun.
Don't you dare.
It's a 1 again. Holy shit!
Five.
Nope.
Five.
So you got 26.
26. Okay. What'd you roll? He's gonna roll.
Hands and ass game, baby. 13.
13, 18. So it's
13.
18. He gets 18 because he gets my plus 5.
18. Okay. Okay. Yeah. None of you are hurt by when all these buttons get pushed. The good news is the door opens. The bad news is the door starts to fall towards you guys.
Huh.
The better news is you managed to catch it before it squishes you.
Yeah. See?
You kind of like, oh, shoot, like you know, you're trying to hold on to a door as you're trying to move out and need to put it somewhere because you had to take it off the hinges.
Good teamwork, fellas.
Yeah. So you put the door off to the side, and as you kind of get this odd glow coming from the next room. Now that I can actually hand over here.
Sorry guys, I've been dealing with plutonium and, well,
Ceilings?
frankly,
Staring at
lately,
ceilings?
you've found my, I've been playing dumb this entire time.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
What is your character's name? Kim Jong Tritus? Is that what's called?
No?
Hello.
Oh, hello, Hans Briggs.
How good you get, Hans?
Oh, good you get Hans.
I'm still recording.
Yeah, so basically, as you kind of deal with this profound sense of not getting crushed by doors, as you enter into the next room, you come into essentially what is a hall of colored orbs.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
Floor is kind of similarly designed with the inlaid tile. There isn't like the glaringly red path that's in there that isn't in there, I should say. Yeah, and basically the walls and ceilings are painted with figures of animals, strange signs, and glyphs. And humans and human-like creatures posing with spheres of different colors.
All right.
Two-dimensional in their significance and pattern. Yeah, I mean, there's any kind of significance. It's
Okay.
Unknown.
We've moved into the Great Hall of Spheres.
Do the colors each separate one have like a different significance, or like I don't know.
Depending on how clever our characters are, our players are, this could be very
actually,
interesting.
Jelani,
Yes.
I'm gonna have you make an intelligence check.
Oh, you want me to make an intelligence check?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here.
Once again, if you're just joining us, this is Rivet City Limited in conjunction with Pop Samurai.
Just 12. Okay, well, that's good enough.
Through
Yeah,
as
you're
much
kind
as
of
we possibly
recalling
can
how you
through the Tomb
have,
of Horrors for
you know,
Extra
when you were
Life
kind of
Day.
traversing that red path, how there seem to be ruins that were kind of inlaid in there, and as you've kind of been able to interpret what that means, and as you're kind of looking at some of these paintings, it does seem to have some sort of significance. Because those runes actually spelled out a message.
Sounds like
that
Jelani is
message
getting a
reads,
message from the ruins.
Aserorak congratulates you on your powers of observation, so make of this whatever you wish, for you will be mine in the end no matter what. Go back to the Tormentor or through the Arch, and the second great hall you'll discover. Shun green if you can, but night's good color is for those of great valor. If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice, aught but a loop of magical metal. You're well along your march. 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall, so check the wall. These keys and those are most important of all, and beware of trembling hands and what will maul. If you find the false, you find the true, and into the columned hall you'll come, and there the throne that's key and keyed. The iron men of visage grim do more than meets the viewer's eye. You've left and found my tomb, and now your souls will die.
Whoa.
You get the impression.
That sounds ominous.
Yeah, you get the impression that this entire complex is an incredibly elaborate death trap.
Because it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for the reasons of everything that you seem to come across is wanted to kill you in some capacity or another.
This place is literally called the Tomb of Horrors. Like,
I mean, you don't know it specifically by that name. It's just a crypt. Yeah, it's still.
Encrypt implies death. Anyway.
Yeah. And so you still have. So who has the collar?
I have the collar.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
But I'm not good at investigating. 7.
Plus.
7.
Nothing.
What do you mean?
Nothing for investigation.
Yeah, but that's intelligence, isn't it?
Yeah, no, investigation is intelligence. Her intelligence is 11. That's a 0
so
modifier.
8.
But she actually got something for that. Let me hand me the PHP. If you are untrained, you can add half your proficiency modifier.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check that and make sure.
Hey, Andy,
Yo.
are we in the hallway already?
Yes, you guys are in the hallway. I just haven't moved your pieces yet. Yeah, it's Jack of all trades. You can add half your proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check you make that doesn't already include your proficiency bonus. So yeah, you get to add 3. Because your proficiency bonus is 6, right?
So 10? Is that what that is?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good enough. And as you've kind of been examining this collar, you notice that there is a part of it that is it kind of it's a thin I mean, it looks like a dog collar pretty much, but it does
goes with my my cloak or whatever it is.
Sure, but it doesn't. But part of it, you notice that there's like a thicker portion that doesn't seem to mesh with anything else. That's kind of part of this collar at all.
Okay. Do I investigate further, or what do I?
Yeah, I mean, if you kind of poke around at it, you find a little slip in the collar, and you pull out a slip of paper.
Sounds like Free Sam has just found the.
Kind of looks like what's written in gibberish. Not really sure what that looks like. It's not a language that you recognize.
The note written in the collar.
Yeah.
Unless somebody has comprehend languages, it's going to be really hard for them to understand just what is going on
Other
here.
proficiencies in languages, I wrote on Spanish and Manwich.
Whatever that was.
Manwich?
That's a language.
Sam taking the extraordinarily exotic language of Manwich. We'll see how that pays off for her. I'm sure if anybody gets hungry, it will be extraordinarily useful.
Does anybody speak Undercommon?
Yeah, I mean, even as she kind of hands this slip around, no.
Well, I'm just saying I'm going to start swearing at people in Undercommon if nobody else speaks it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, yeah. So basically, there are different colored spheres in this room. They're two-dimensional. I mean, they glow, but they look to be three-dimensional. They're really two-dimensional.
What does history do? How do I use that?
Couple of options out of here. Unfortunately,
in this case, you probably don't.
None of them are extraordinarily obvious
Probably
right now.
Don't.
Yeah. I can't say for sure.
Okay.
I have a pretty high investigation. I'm in the hallway already, right?
Yes. Yeah. Everybody's in the hallway at this point. I'll just move you guys in there.
The Christmas tree hallway.
Can I just like start looking at some of the orbs and just kind of investigate?
I got 2 you can look at.
Oh my god. This is for the children.
For the children! Come on!
Rob obviously
Delani,
suggesting that they check out the
is there any
orbs closest to them.
orb in particular that you'd like to look at? I know that there's a lot of colors that match up, so just let me know which one you want to look at.
So like I'm like in this room. I'm like, oh, look at all the pretty colors.
Oh my!
You got fucking acid or
Full
what?
of you red.
Well, they're glowing orbs. I mean,
Sorry, which one?
I'm gonna choose red.
I
Okay.
like the brown one.
So when we say red, do you mean this one?
The lower brown, the lower red one or the higher red one?
I think because it's the closest to the entrance and it's the one I probably ran to first, I'm staying in character, I think that's probably the one I would have looked at first before the other one.
So this red one that you're already next to.
Yeah.
I think I would have probably looked at that one first before the other one.
Okay, make an investigation.
These are huge orbs.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to check if like do these have like anything or.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. 26.
Okay. As you put your hand to the orb, your hand passes right through.
And
you see this as an illusion. What you see is a passageway. Looks like a crawl space.
Are all of the orbs like that?
I say, hey guys, look, I'm pass through.
So, this is kind of what you were able to, you kind of stick your head through, and that's about as far in as you can see. Did it update? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's about as much as you can see from there. But yeah, it does appear to be a crawl space that you can crawl through.
Guys, I kind of want to go crawling.
Are you going to do that? Because, I mean, I could persuade you to do so.
It's not how
Are you
persuasion.
going to persuade me? It wouldn't take much.
Literally already wants to do it. One thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could, if you want to crawl through, you certainly could.
I look into the Bardic Princess's eyes and I say, my dear Bardic Princess, do you command me to go into the crawl space?
Oh god.
I give you bardic inspiration to do so.
She
Okay.
gave inspiration.
Yeah, so take a d12 of inspiration. So you go through the crawl space.
I go to the crawl space.
Okay. You kind of go in as far as you can see. It
Very
does.
carefully, of course.
Yeah, it does turn, and you do kind of see a faint light, as you can see that it kind of does come up to a corner. Do you keep moving in further?
Jelani going straight
Sure.
to the secret
Okay.
passage.
Yeah, as you move in from there, I took you off because I'm going to be revealing more of this here. So
Oh no.
as you enter into this room, you do in fact see, because basically you kind of cut through here and you kind of pass through another. You see like you kind of start to come up close to the wall and you're like, oh shoot, but you actually passed your hand through it. It is another illusion, and as you
I'm
do
a
so,
ghost.
you're not a ghost. As you do so, you do manage to come into this room, and as you see this room, you actually see 3 chests. You do fall. You do kind of stumble. You kind of do stumble out. You do kind of stumble out of this hole, and you will suffer 4 points of falling damage. This is about a 10-foot drop.
I don't know. I'm a ghost. Ghosts don't really take damage, but okay.
You're not a ghost.
I solved your mystery, DM. Okay.
Ghost is not a race that you can play as in the core rulebook. But yeah, so basically you see these 3 large chests. One appears to be solid gold, one is silver, and one is oak. We're kind of, and just so everybody knows, we are coming up on the last 5 minutes of this, so we'll kind of see what Jelani decides to choose from here.
Believe me, buddy.
Jelani, what are you planning? What are you picking?
The oak one.
Well,
Obviously,
I once
one
saw
of
this
these
play, see, and
Oh,
it was a wonderful play, and it was
lead
about
to
this
treasure.
guy named
The
Indiana
other
Jones, and he said that like Jesus, like some guy named Jesus or Jesus was like a carpenter. So I'm gonna choose the wooden chest.
The wooden chest.
Jesus wasn't a carpenter. He was
All
just
right.
a laborer.
So you move over to the wooden. Dang it! All right.
I
So
kneel down and I
Jelani moves over to the wooden chest, and
I kneel down and I'm ready to take my fate.
Yep, you flip the latch, you open up the chest, and a giant skeleton transports itself into the room. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, hang on.
During all this, can I like
A
travel?
giant skeleton enters into the room.
Oh boy.
And so, but like,
Boss
what's in the
battle.
chest?
Inside the chest? Yeah, there's nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, but what's inside the chest?
Nothing.
Nothing's inside the chest.
Nothing is
So
inside
go
the
in the
chest.
chest, Jelani. Just go in the chest.
Skeleton man. Skeleton man.
Hey, Jelani, can you just go up to the
He's got
skeleton and tell
Kelsey
us?
straight and his command.
Yeah. Actually, Jelani, I hate to do this at the middle of a very tense moment, but that is actually where we're gonna have to stop. We're supposed to be wrapping this up at around 8. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's about as far as you guys got in the Tomb of Horrors. So let's see how far these guys got.
There you go.
That's
it.
Not
Very far.
Not very far.
That is
Now
the Tomb
let
of
me
Horrors.
show you how far they were supposed to get. All right, this is it in its entirety.
Wow.
So-
it was that turd at the bottom.
What? Oh, that's a cat. That's supposed to be a cavern.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't make the map. I just found it.
Sure.
So spoilers. Does this is like that's it, right? Like literally, it's like.
Yeah, this is about as far as we can get with the one shot today. So, because we have other things that we've got planned. We got other people that are gonna need to do streaming and things like
But
that.
hey, nobody died.
Nobody
died.
but nobody died.
died.
You guys all walked away with 200 gold pieces worth of loot and
And
with
an awesome leather necklace.
and a leather collar.
Which is far
and
more than I think
and
anybody was expecting.
Very
myself
profound
included.
respect
Wearing a
for
lot
the
of
strength
It
and
was a leather
and the strength and durability of levers.
Yeah. Yes.
Not of Bergie, of levers.
Crap.
So, thanks guys for tuning into that.
guys.
I know it was very much a mess to have that done and taken care of. We're gonna throw this back to our other streamers. We might do a replay. We might have a replay of this later tonight. I haven't quite decided on what we're gonna do with that just yet, but for now we're gonna sign off and continue on with the festivities. Stay tuned. At 1 o'clock, I'm shaving my head. So
Yes. I'm so fired up.
have fun with that. We'll see you guys later.
All right, and that's all from myself as well. Thank you for watching.